fuck, you're ugly.
Fuck, shut up.
Like, what happened to your teeth?
What do you mean what happened to my teeth?
Like, be.
Yeah, nah, fucking, one of my cousins fucking, one of my cousins fucking, like, foot slapped me and fucking whacked my teeth out. I don't whack it out, it's there, but they all chipped there.
Huh?
They all chipped. My teeth are chipped, my bunny rabbit teeth.
Fuck, you're ugly. Get off my life, bro.
Fuck, don't be a clown now.
You're mud.
You're mud there.
Nah, you're mud. You're like the D to the mud. You put D in mud. Fuck, you're ugly. You put me off, You make me want to vomit. How do I end your shit?
G'day everyone, and welcome to the Earbleed Corner, where still, apparently, I can't get OBS to work properly. Like, how hard is it? How hard is it? Obviously incredibly hard. Either that, I'm retarded. But I can see, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm a few minutes late. I set the fucking time at 7:30. I want to have a consistent go live time, number one. Number two, I get home. That get home time is always like variable. But I have to go to the gym first. And you know why? You know why I have to go to the gym first? And you know why it always makes me late? Look at this. Look. Tree Master Bob. Gonna start 15 minutes late again because you're not done inhaling a whole bucket of KFC as usual. Sasha, Euros, stop stuffing yourself with chocolate. Like everybody, Coffee said it, like everybody say that I'm late because I'm fat. This is so mean. This is so fucking mean. And look, Borski keeps on getting redeemed because everybody can give shit to him about being a retard. But apparently he's the only one in the sector who knows how to use fucking OBS. So give him that. Give him that. Now, boys, we have an action-packed cooked cunt report tonight. Like, I was thinking about going live yesterday night, but I let it simmer a day. And unlike Matt Taibbi, sometimes you got to wait for the story to, reach its full potential between rushing it out. And I'm kind of glad I did because a lot has happened today alone. So, let's just start with first giving you guys a catch up with the Scotch Egg King. So the Scotch Egg King has now been killing it. He's absolutely killing it. He has had so many fucking donos. And just to again, just to give you a little bit of where we last left off. So look at this. Every stream, Mary wearing a shitty old t-shirt, not doing her makeup. He's in a shitty old t-shirt. Oh, I'm about to die. I need to get home for more Scotch eggs. Now, they've got those donos and they've been eating like kings. But it's not just fucking food, bros. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Daryl's got new designer clothing. He's looking like he's put on at least 10 kilos. Fucking Mary's got new dresses now.
To our channel.
And makeup. He's got Super Life new Puma t-shirts. But this is the worst part. Boys, they took the donos and they paid for a state-of-the-art karaoke machine. Yes, you heard that right. Fully enjoying the fucking Scotch Egg King life in the Philippines. And if it's one thing that the Filipinos are known for, except for knocking out cokeheads, it's fucking karaoke. State-of-the-art karaoke. Yes, the Scotch Egg Drip. It's got all the boost. It's got the reverb. Of course, Coffee. Now, just let me know how my volume's doing now with my mic compared to the audio. So I saw they went live. So this is why I was late. No, it wasn't because I was eating. It's because they went live. And I wanted to catch up with them.
I don't know.
And see what's going on. Now, unfortunately, though, I've been blocked.
Oh, you got...
Just for asking
here.
about the dresses.
Months ago I got this. Months ago. Before
new shirt,
money got
makeup.
stopped. All the stuff over the last 3 years that I've got here now is what I got when I was getting an income coming in.
Why is it called? And how does
Hello, Digital Works from Bahol. How are you?
From Digital Works.
Digital Works
from Bohol.
Is fucking pay big in them?
And is that CZR? Is it?
No.
Wait, what? What did you say? No.
And is that CZR? Is it?
No. Hang on a minute.
Wait. What CZR in the chat?
She was in t-shirt and now
CZR, right? Let me just tell you something.
She's an
okay.
People's chair.
Every day.
All these clothes, we've got clothes, yeah.
Oh,
CZR's onto it.
Long
he sees
time.
the new clothes.
I don't.
And he's alive, boys.
Last time we bought any clothes? A year ago? Maybe a year and a half. About a year and a half. Last time we bought any clothes. I'm still wearing the same socks for a year and a half.
Bro, she's got makeup on.
And make out that we've got something that we haven't got.
Yeah. I'm just a good washer, you see.
Wait, so is he in chat?
I don't like mocking.
He's alive,
so
boys.
And,
Hey, Digital.
Daryl, how did you afford the karaoke machine? Look, he's even taken from my script. And how does Mary have a brand new wardrobe? She was in t-shirts. Now she's in a new dress every day. Boys.
What is it that you do?
Fucking, he's such a good journalist.
You say Digital Works.
One of the best, if not the best journalists in the sector.
Things?
Digital Works. So it probably something.
House building in Mindanao.
Okay. Mindanao?
Ah, right.
No, this is from
house
building. No.
Okay.
House building in Mindanao.
Yeah.
He said just ignore.
He's everywhere.
Ignore the troll. Yeah, ignore the troll.
It's giving the exception.
That's the
detective.
Troll, you see.
Wait, did you just call CZR a troll?
Digital. Yeah, I used to renovate houses in UK. I did renovations for years.
He's even called it pros. He thinks
Landlords
they're
used to buy old
scamming people.
houses, and I used to plaster the walls, put the electric
Bro, he's hitting them hard.
All the painting work,
it's always
and everything.
It's always
and yeah, I loved it.
Can't believe they said to ignore CZR. That's so rude.
CZR, right? From
yes, Evelyn.
Mary likes it.
On top of the world now, me and Mary.
Mary's eyeing him off. She loves him.
We don't have...
The Scotch and King's getting blown out. Yeah, he's getting cut worse than Ricada.
So, as I say, forget about him. Ignore him.
You forget about him.
I think you are scamming people.
So,
oh, no! She read it out! Bros! Listen to Daryl. Just ignore him. But she knows. Look. They wink at you as they scam you, bros. Look.
Forget about him.
Just forget about him.
Other people know.
I think you are scamming people.
So,
no, bro.
Oh my God.
In UK, we call people like CZR assholes.
Oh, no.
Right.
No, Caesar bros. An asshole. I'm sure there'll be a few clippers getting around that one. But look, Pulitzer Prize winning journalist. He's not dead. He's out there hitting the hard questions of a man dying from cancer and in poverty. He's doing well. He's doing well. But speaking of doing well, there's a couple out there who's not doing too well at the moment. Shit's got real in the Rackets household. And as we know, our boy Esoteric Shaggyism has been breaking some great news. He even broke some other news today, actually. Look at this. Do you guys remember the Ralphamel OG Twitter account? The one that we all love? Whoa, bros. He also broke this today. Busted! In under 10 minutes of replying to Kino Shay, this account, the Ralphamel OG, is suddenly permanently suspended. Now, the Ralphamel OG's copped a lot of temporary bans before. He's a bit of a spicy one on Twitter, but he's never, ever, ever been permanently suspended. Now, the weirdest thing is that happened within 10 minutes of the Ralphamel. Let me see if I can read between the lines. Nigger, you claim, it looks like it's with the A, so that's fine. People do that all the time on Twitter. You claim breaking news when reposting a Killstream clip. That's right. And, do you guys want to see something fucking wild? I actually don't watch Kyle Kalinske anymore. I find him a bit fucking, I don't know. He used to be one of my favorites. But I watched a video of his the other day, so this popped up in my feed. This is wild, boys, when I saw this. Where is it? Milo.
So Kanye West has officially broken up with Milo Yiannopoulos. Now,
Kyle Kalinske did a 41,000 viewer video to his 980,000 subscriber base on a tweet by Andy Warski. I told you there's been a lot going on over the last 24 hours, bro. I've been collating all the notes. I haven't been eating KFC. But look at this. What people I don't think it's in this tweet. It might be in the next one. But they're like, whoa, look, Milo also, G&M broke about, like, Milo having a hard drive. I should just fucking show it to you. Because Andy Warski's back on Twitter hard after his sobriety break. Because the cope and seethe from him and fucking Kino Shay and all these faggots and Ashton right now, the fact that Nick Fuentes is one of the most known names out there, and not for all the little things about dating a cat boy, but now he's seen, whether in the pro or in the negative, as a serious political force. Meanwhile, you're getting knocked out by a Filipino and fucking freezing to death in a Canadian winter, you faggots. But look at this. Where is it? Ooh. Okay, Kino Shay won me over with that, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, look at this. They're saying, like, keep up the great work, Kino Copter and the rest of the GNN crew for this breaking news. Do you guys notice something about this breaking news? Do you guys notice something about that breaking news? You just couldn't wait as soon as December came around. Oh, he's fat! Oh, no. And sweep up what's going on with Nick. And all the info you faggots got was downhill of Ralph. They even knew that Ralph was confirming things, and they thought that they got to the punch just because Ralph put up his article. And they put out a tweet before his article by like 2 minutes. And he'd already hinted that something was good in the works. This is the level of these faggots, and this is the level that they go to. Just because you point out that they fucking stole Ralph's material, passed it off as their own, just because you point out, because Kino hates it when you point out the fact that he pay-picked Flamenco. He was Flamenco's biggest capo. And when you call his show run by a coward chink who uses a broom more than he uses grinder, they come for your ass. And it's not just hyperbole, boys. I'm not lying when I say that it was them who did it. Because right now, even though Elon Musk hates impersonation account, it is actually pretty funny. But there's an account on there called Nicolas J. Fuentes. It's got a blue check mark under the name Deranged Faggot. So much for moderation. But that's Zanny Berries. You might have heard of that faggot's name. And they admit to flagging. So I still don't get where the criticism is against the Ralph Amell at this point. Could they go at him because he's flagged people down? They flag people down. Can they go at him because he's fat? Their cabal was made up of fucking PPP, who's 2 Ethan Rouse, literally weighs 2 times Ethan Rouse's weight after you one punt the gun. The competition that Ashton started, Ralph won it. Can they go at him for being a pill-popping alcoholic? What just happened with Warski on the Kino Casino? What just happened with Christorian X, who's also incredibly obese? He's addicted to mayonnaise. Like, where is the criticism, boys? Because all I see is a bunch of faggots who cringed a bunch of chads into doing a 180 about face, because everything that man may have done in the past pales in comparison on how much a blight these fucking faggots are on the internet. But unlike you, with your $8 a month, buddy, one of us, or one of the accounts out there doesn't necessarily cry about their subscribe account when they get flagged off and have to go to pedo post after. One of us will just start another account because war might have changed, but the Ralph Amells stay the same. And we stay winning, boys, because look at this. Look at this. As I said the other day, I wanted to get a good reaction to, like, Nick's face and Nick's comments and hypocrisy when talking about supposed other cucks like Maddox and Jack Murphy on the internet.
Jack explained the cuck article that he wrote. And then the second article was, can Jack please explain the cuck article that he wrote? And it turns out that back in like 2015, he had written
There was one point where Creator got this fucking like high def camera and just, he's a massive alcoholic because his nose is always a completely different face to the rest of you. It's always like jaundice white with black bags and a fucking bright red nose. That motherfucker pounds the liquor. And it's probably
article about
his wife
the peak masculinity was having your significant other have sex with other men.
That you pick.
That you pick. Oh, is that where the masculinity comes in?
That's
literally
yes.
That's the control, bro. Yeah.
And like the first paragraph of the article is this embarrassment of she's out fucking and sucking her way and I'm perfectly cool at home writing, and that's the chadliest chadness to ever chad. And so it's like the so It's
would he pick black guys? Who would he pick?
We don't know. The guy's name is Matt from Tinder. That's all we know. Is Matt from Tinder was the guy in the article. So, but one can only assume he had varied taste.
On this panel.
So then,
look at this
he blows up on Sydney Watson for reading that super chat.
Bro, again, I love it when people make fun of fat people and then they're like great friends with fat people or they're dating a fat person. That's when Ralph was able to just destroy Rand and just be like, I'm a dude, it's all right if I'm fat. Your bitch is fat as fuck. She's fatter than me. And every time you make fun of her my way, you're making more fun of the woman that you married. But, oh my God. I know I'm fat, but bro, this guy's a multiple of me as PPP is of Ralph.
He's like, no, fuck you, heartfelt. You shouldn't have read that. And
Heartfelt?
Like, heartfelt, man. So he does this. And the internet like starts losing their mind because this is this crazy blow up that no one expected. All from this stupid $10 super chat. And then he goes out and he's like, no, we're cool. We talked it out. Everything's fine. And then Sydney Watson released a video like, we're not actually that cool. We didn't really talk.
Do you reckon the nose is going to fucking play the super chats asking him about his cuck activities?
This out. You stormed off the set and you threw me under the bus when I was just doing my job.
I love Brucey's comment here. I gotta say,
Jack explain?
I really appreciate Rand until this day tonight that that's him and insulting his own wife. It's pretty Kino. It's so amazing. He's literally put sound bites out to the ether while his wife is on screen calling her a fat pig and ugly and that he could get better than that.
To it, and they find his Chatterbait videos. Are you familiar with Chatterbait? Okay, Chatterbait.
The nose, admittedly, it's because he's a fucking Jew lawyer, but he's keeping a fairly good poker face. He hasn't given.
That's like the online video stuff.
It's like YouTube.
Wait, he was doing those videos. I don't want to get you.
He and his girlfriend.
You're going down the right path.
Yeah, he and his girlfriend were on they do these 8-hour streams. 69 for 69, right? Like
69 for 69. Hell no,
dude. He assumes the birthing position, heels up, and she's like face deep.
Oh, guys,
loving it.
Yeah, there's some salad toss. Yeah.
Hell no! Are you serious?
Hell no!
Oh yeah. Then there's some other heartfelt things going up his tailpipe.
Oh my God! It was a catastrophe for him.
Yeah.
Things going up your tailpipe. Wait, where was his face there?
Going up his tailpipe.
Oh my God!
You know what? I retract it. I think Nick's won. But the only way I think he's won here. Hey, can you not, Brucey? We mod fucking sex bots here, you fucking retards. What are you doing? But all I can think of is that he's able to push all the horrific thoughts of the wife getting plowed. You know why? Because look where his eyes are right now. It's not at the camera. It's off to the side monitor. It's off to the side monitor. That shows him all the super chats coming in. But boy, it's not just you who got rich off cucks. Because the Ralph Mail done made some money! And not that Shaggy $300 yesterday throwing trash into the Delta. No. Ralph was making bank. 3,000 viewers.
Now, Ricada, let me tell this story. Well, we still got very high
425
here, 3,100. Nick Ricada and his wife been caught at a swingers resort in Jamaica on a recent trip this summer during this last August. Now, here's how they got him. Remember when they said they were going to dox me? They still have no clue where I'm at. Remember, they were going to dox me in like 2 weeks. Well, guess who doxed himself and put himself at a swingers resort where you go to have your wife fucked by other men? And perhaps to engage in some fornication on his own. I don't know. But then Wurzelroot discovered it even more. Now, look, as you see, wow, what a dumbass. If you look here, he posted or did some short stream. The A-Logs, this is a victory for the Rekieta A-Logs. There's no doubt about it.
Huge victory
here,
for the
you can see the
boys. Can I get a V in chat for Victory Day? I know it was on Sunday for me, but can I just get a V for victory from all you chads out there, all you Rekieta A-Logs? Because I don't know about you, but I've been on cloud 9 ever since.
TV, same spot. Air conditioner, same spot. Panel on the side, same exact spot. And this is the... Also, if you remember, do you remember the picture he took where he's naked and his wife's naked and they're sitting on this banister there looking out into the ocean? Well, actually, somebody looked up those, like that spot, and it says the name of the hotel right underneath their bare ass, but they cropped that part out of the picture. There's other pictures with naked people up there, and it says Hedonism 2, which is the name of the adults only swingers resort that Nick Rekieta, attorney at law, there, just a humble YouTube internet lawyer.
Just a humble YouTube
took his wife
lawyer,
to get plowed by other men despite their denials and disavows. This picture proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that he was there at Hedonism 2 with his wife to pass her around like a blunt. Probably just as I can imagine.
Bruce, he underestimated the power of that autistic A-Log.
Certain type of lipping going on the blunt. Maybe I won't use the term, but
I've heard this expression before: poke, poke, pass.
Ah!
I don't know if that's applicable here.
Benson, according to Andrew Anglin, the best comedian on the planet.
Then it gets worse. First off, they have the whole
Our
right up
boy
here.
Ezra getting the fucking break.
Where is? Oh my god! By the way, even the other, like the Ralph haters, they're turning on Rekieta now.
I think I saw Kill All Pedos.
Like the Ralph
in that
haters
fucking
and
chain.
Groypers have joined in to dunk on this guy and just absolutely expose him in the comments. Even the A-Logs are like, "Yep, that looks damning." They're like, "Look at the wallpaper; it's exactly the same.
It's literally
in the same
this.
spot. Like, there's no way." But guess what? It gets
Rekieta
worse. Jason.
A-Logs
Did you know that?
And Ralph and Miles.
I didn't.
How could it get worse? You say? Well,
I'm waiting with bated breath here.
It can.
How
and
can it get
did.
worse, boys?
When he was streaming, this is August 3rd, 2022. Guess what was happening that day at Hedonism 2?
Guess, boys.
Oh no.
And he scheduled his trip especially to coincide with this.
Guess what date it
the
was?
Diversity Mix and Match event. Wow. He was there during the Diversity Mix and Match event. The day he streamed here was...
Bros, I keep saying it, but you gotta fucking listen to me. There is mean magic in the air. When we were joking around the other day and saying it was Jamal and Muhammad and Sven and Ching and Stelios fucking railing it. Mrs. Rekieta, we were fucking on money. Bros. Hear that again. Fucking
wow.
Oh no.
And he scheduled his trip especially to coincide with this. It was the Diversity Mix and Match event.
Diversity Mix and Match.
Wow. He was there during the Diversity Mix and Match event. The day he streamed here was Gimp Suit Day during the race mixing swinging event.
Oh, no,
Got him.
Yeah. This is Rekieta. Wow.
No!
What did he think?
They
Nobody
didn't
would
just
find out.
pinpoint the location, Ricardo.
Did he
They
want us to
pinpointed
find
the
out? Is he jacking
date
off right now watching
and
the
the
kill stream? Is
time.
that I mean, I hate to put that thought in people's minds.
He's
but,
not just into diversity.
There's every possibility.
He's a fucking gimp.
I mean, if you look here too, his face looks awful red. Maybe that's
I don't
like
know,
the indentation
fucking
from
Bob.
the.
Of course, there's going to be a Hallmarks crossover.
We're
going to see Hallmarks.
You know that video where his wife's acting all slutty and like
and Ricardo's going to be in the
manhandling
corner.
or whatever? That
like,
was at the resort too. Oh look, Wurzelroot's in here.
Oh
no!
I told
ahead,
you there was a
Wurzelroot.
lot of news, bros.
Can you hear me? You gotta unmute yourself.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Man, that is unfortunate that his trip to the swingers resort just so happened to be right in the middle of the big black cock special.
And we know that he was there for a week. Look else. Tropical stimulation. Reggae beats. Ooh, is that what Drexel puts on? Oh, girl, I'm gonna make you sweat. Actually, let's get that going. Let's go. Let's get this going in honor of Drexel and Mrs. Ricada. What was that song? Girl, I'm gonna make you sweat. Let's get that one going. It's I Dress. No. Inner Circle. Let's go. Fuck it if this gets a temporary block, because it's too good. Because this is literally... Let me set the scene. Rackets is there watching anime. And as Esso says, Poon and Troon. He's there, trooning out in his anime gear, thinking about what Hormax could do to him if he was top 10%. But with that nose, bottom 10%. And Drexel comes in. And Drexel says to Lady Rackets, hey baby. And he comes in like a man on a mission. And he puts on a bit of SoCal music, fused with reggae beats, to ignite a carnival vibe and throw in a tropical party for Mrs. Rackets. And then we're on to Tuesday, because we know she's a little bit of a wild one for a conservative Christian lady. There's the flower power on Tuesday night. She can go back to the 1960s and let it all hang out. You know, carefree, libertarianism. It's just like Woodstock. We've got the Gimp night. But then next night, Kino Casino night, boys. Place your bets. New Joker each week. And of course, if you're a YouTube celebrity, you go to the Rockstar Gala. Oh no. Look what's on Saturday, boys. Look what's on Saturday. You know, I don't like slippery slope fallacy arguments. I think it's a bit retarded because you can literally slippery slope pretty much any ideological position as long as you make the slope slippery enough. So I think it's not always a good argument to present in certain situations. But I think in the case of a libertarian, the slippery slope fallacy does apply a lot. Because when you actually sit down and they get outside their axiomatic waffle bullshit about freedom is the bedrock of society, blah blah, free market, Ayn Rand, Atlas Shroud. Once you actually start asking them questions, specific policy positions, they fucking melt down, boys. They fucking melt down. And you can start asking them, well, you know, should we just have no laws protecting people from violence? Nah, everybody should have their own guns. Have a private police force. You know, it's fine. Okay. Should we have laws that protect, you know, children from violence or even worse? Well, you know, if you go out there and you rape a bunch of children, you get a bad name for yourself, and then people will disassociate with you. So the free market will do the talking there. Okay, so you're going to let the children get raped and hope that, you know, people will condemn them for it. Cool. But the whole like, oh, well, we need to abolish PETA and the EPA. Oh no, PETA's not a government organisation, but like protections over animals. This is why a libertarian would want to advocate for libertarianism, because he would like to go to a party where he could dress in a sexy animal print, tribal wear. Did you borrow it from Drexel? Feathers, mask, or ladies can simply don an orchid behind your ear. Either way, you'll get caught up in the fever of the hedo. So you're telling me when they're out there banging each other in their cum pit that they're all swimming in, aka a hot tub. If a fucking bird flies by, or like a little marsupial, is that why they call it hedonism 2? Because hedonism 1 was just adult sex, so they had to step it up the next level and go, well, hedonism 2, might as well fuck animals while we're here. Bro. And Esso makes a great point. What if A-logging actually turns on Ricada? Hence why he was smiling before. Since he clearly has a humiliation fetish. Well, Esso, I'm glad that you enjoyed the Hormax's stream. Very glad you did. If you want to go from an enjoyable episode of A-Log to a not so enjoyable episode, you can check out the Thorps, aka Vickers 2.0, and we will be talking about them later. And I know I keep saying I don't want to talk about the Thorps anymore, right? But there's something clearly wrong with people who bring their family on camera with them on the internet, because they clearly have humiliation fetishes. When you're Rambot and you're calling your wife a fat bush pig that you're better than, you clearly have a fucking humiliation fetish. Sorry, I waffled there, but
great.
Slippery slopes, boys.
I'm sure that's a no. No, wait, that couldn't be. There couldn't be anything to that Wurzel root, since his best friend that he brings on stream all the time is like a 6'8" black guy who has been rumored to have been railing his wife. Yeah.
He talked about it. He talked about it. But look at this.
Horrifying. I found the stream and I know I can find it because it's right when Drexel comes on.
Oh no, bro.
I think he should have more.
It's right when Drexel comes on. Let's see here.
Klaus, you just missed an update on the Scotch Egg King. Now we're on to Mr. Rackets and the fact that Clash.
It was this stream chat.
Clash. The A-Logs pinpointed when he was there at the Swingers Club, and he was there during Diversity and Multiculturalism Week. And the specific night that he streamed, the one we was all giddy for, was the Gimp Leather Fetish Night. Yes, you heard right. Mr. Libertarian loves a bit of leather and a bit of Leroy.
5 kids, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. it's very weird.
Push it some more.
Okay, let's see. It might be later on, actually.
I'm glad I was too busy to text you about it, bro.
Oh, wait. Okay, let's see.
Well, she has 5 kids. We don't know about him.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's see.
My wife's children.
It's in here somewhere. Okay, I guess it was before that then. I'll find it. Somebody on chat probably already knows.
See, base Ralph Mail.
Damn, how much sooner was it?
Why try and find shit where you can get your chat?
Goblinson did a stream breaking down her facial expressions, which is pretty fucking.
Yeah, he's actually the father of Rackets next.
She looks unhinged.
True.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, it's not.
She's
hard.
always making these weird, like I have BPD and I'm insane faces. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she always is. And even just going through this, you can find so many screencasts where you're like, oh, okay. Man, I gotta find this now. I've invested too much time. I have to find this now. Bitch, you're busted. We're finding this clip.
Domino.
Oh, no.
Domino. Baby. You can't say that you don't like me anymore because I'm overly familiar. Because I want to look in those big brown eyes of yours and push it some more. But baby, come on. I'll make you mod. You're a mod now. That means if Cinema Paradiso sees you here, you're implicated. But Domina, drop me a link. Send me a message, because I want you to unblock me first, but just send me a message. If you grab your favorite YouTube video out there to send me a message to either affirm or rebuke my advances.
Oh, you're not getting off. Fuck that. No. You and Drex will have to take care of that later. We're finding that clip, bitch. Where the fuck? Oh my god.
Well, it's gonna make you sweat.
Is it that early? I was.
Oh.
Told you, bitch. Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha.
Now, let's hear this. Watch this. I put it in slow motion.
Look how
that
giddy
day.
she's gonna get, boys.
Oh, they do have slow motion.
Look how giddy she's gonna get.
Okay, let's watch it regular motion first.
Thing that you have enjoyed in the past. I don't want to take that away. Oh my god. I think we're being robbed.
I found somebody.
I think we're being
She did
robbed.
find so. Look how
excited she is.
What's up, brother?
Look at the little shoulder.
I'm just keeping your seat warm, brother.
Oh.
And just
nice little cozy hug there. Let me see if I can run that in slow-mo. Through the power.
See, Ralph watches the Kino Korner. He
the
loves a
knuckle
good
touch
schizo
as well for
soda.
Nick.
Yeah, did you see that? Do you think they've done that? United with one of those? When they Eiffel Towered her? You know they did, right? Like, there's no doubt.
Just like Ethan Route, like, you know, if
look at this. Watch this.
I would find that odd. I would find that odd. The weird cock knuckle touch, and then this man starts like feeling up my wife's breast. You know, I personally would be very upset.
With breaking news left, right, and center.
If a black man was hugging your wife like this, would you be concerned?
Look at the way he looks too.
She's so giddy.
Black man in my house.
She's never been this happy in her life.
Look how happy she looked. Look, Brittany says it's her gleeful shoulders up thing that's the most. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
just
yeah.
Ooh, like, you know what I mean? Like one of those like schoolgirl type moments. Okay, now watch this. They start making fun of him right after. Look at that smile. Yeah, it's the first time she smiled like that the whole night.
Well, while we're still at this still, like there's the new context. You know, it's not just the hug. It's also now the context that Nick Rakita spent thousands of dollars to have a vacation to Jamaica so his wife could fuck
when Drexel's there.
men.
This is the
black
face
men
when she's
specifically.
talking to Nick.
And that was all. That was like the week was dedicated to her getting fucked by black men. That was the Rakita holiday schedule.
Probably $2 or $3 grand.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay. Now listen to this too. Listen to this.
And just we'll kick her out.
They immediately make fun of him. Watch this.
Just a little bit, and then we can do all the gay stuff.
What are you wearing?
The bro stuff. What do you mean? What am I wearing? My shirt.
What do you look like?
Lumberjack.
Tim the Tool Man.
Oh, they started making fun. She's laughing at him too. What are you wearing?
Being robbed. We can do all the gay stuff.
They fucking humiliating.
Oh, watch him laugh at him. Oh my god.
Look at his hands on the chair as well behind her. Why is he lingering right behind her?
Yeah, it's like a
He's used to being behind her. So.
Yeah, I was
Schizos have one.
My shirt.
Oh, she's laughing at him. Oh.
Lumberjack.
You look like a lumberjack.
Tool
Oh
Man.
no.
You look like you just got the set of Home Improvement.
Live on the set of Home Improvement.
I wish you did.
Oh, wish you were.
How's that? She's gone from giddy with rackets, and she's like, giddy with Drexel. He's just leaning over her. He's ready. She's already happy because she can feel the presence. She can feel his chi. She can feel his chi from behind him. Right.
You look like a lumberjack.
Tool Man.
You look like you just got the set of Home
And when the
Improvement.
conversation goes back to rackets,
Live on the set of Home Improvement.
I wish you did.
Oh, wish you weren't. Damn! What
dude, if my wife ever talked to me that way, dude, it would be fucking home improvement because I'd have to repair some drywall in my fucking house. You kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Did you hear that, Brittany, in the chat? What was that?
Jack?
Tim the Toolman.
Yeah, Brittany, take notes. You ever fucking talk shit to me this way, you're going through a sheet of drywall,
What
bitch,
was
right?
that?
That's small man anger there, Beatson.
Live on the set of Home Improvement.
Don't be no Shaggy, bro. Don't be a tiny man with a big
they
fucking
can't even
temper.
say anything. Brutalized, dude. Are you kidding me?
So anyway, we'll
and just the cuck cope laugh. It's so amazing. Correct, SO. Fucking, if there's antipsychotic like medication out there and anti-schizophrenic medication, I want the pro-psychotic and schizophrenic, because all I'm going to do is watch your videos, fucking down those pills, and I'm going to say a bunch of shit. Because with our track record, boys, with fucking how many things have hit the mark, boys, we could change the fucking world, but probably not for the better. But speaking as someone who has the ability to change the world for the better, breaking news brought to us by Brucey. Boys, are you excited for this? Because guess what? We have new NoFap Gamer G. Amazing. It's been a while since we've caught up with him. He's been cooking some pork belly recently. But let's have a look at how he saved 150 runaway teens from Reddit.
What's up, gamers? I've been getting some requests to do some more videos lately, and I think a good video might be one explaining why I don't really do too much videos lately on this account. It's it's a story that starts a long way back. Some of you know the lore, but you've heard a little bits of it on this channel before, but it's never really been fully presented. Anyway, back in about 2015 or so, or maybe this happened a little bit after. I mean, around this time, I started researching the rabbit hole of the Reddit moderators and why they're all transgender and why some of them seem to be getting teens to run away and to come to their homes and take HRT with them and probably do other sexual things with them. I don't want to name any names right now, because
he's around, Klaus.
This is all in the past for me.
Might come here one day.
For one of them, I researched them, and the rabbit hole, it went surprisingly deep for the people who I found out that they were connected to.
Lady Racket's
they were connected to this whole organization of people that could they could fake medical records as a way of
tell me that's true, Tender, please.
Scamming health insurance into paying for transgender surgeries.
I fucking believe it.
They had this whole network of people, so they would have one.
Fucking Chinksville.
I don't want to
only in
choose them
Chinksville
specifically, but they had this whole network of people, radiologists, doctors, church people, youth outreach people, psychologists. They had this whole web of people that was well designed for grooming people to go transgender.
This is way out.
And there was some moderators on Reddit. It's a big problem on Discord as well now.
But Domina, just imagine if
moderators
you and me went
that
to
were getting teens to run away.
Imagine the time we could have.
And to get them to go transgender. So anyway, I was researching into this.
Call me a smooth operator
this one Reddit moderator. Y'all know this is the Reddit moderator that died. They thought that they were having a period, but it turned out that they were drinking alcohol and taking oral hormones, and they shut down their liver. And they thought they were having a period. Maybe they said they thought they were having a period, but they shut down their liver. But this person was talking about how they were getting.
We're just talking about that clash. How Kino Shea was flamenco's #1 fucking
their mental health.
Oh, you're playing Wildlands without me, Gowdy, you fucking snake.
And like I said, I mapped out like a whole.
Of course it was, Rizzo.
All these people and how they were working
shoved
together.
A banana down the front.
And I provided it to the people that needed to hear it, and the guy, like I said, the guy died soon afterwards. I think 6 months afterwards, but a little bit after that, 150 kids or teenagers were in this town. This is one really fucked up town. I don't know if I should say the name of this town, but 150 runaway teens were returned.
Not anymore, bitch!
And like ever since then, these the rest of the groomers who are still alive, they're so pissed at me, like, because I fucked up their shit and like got all those runaway teens returned. It's like, NoFap Gamer 150, Reddit Janny 0.
Fucking destroyed the fucking Reddit Jennies. That is fucking amazing. I'm so proud of this man. I'm so proud. Maybe one day, I don't know if you guys remember, but I asked him. I said, bro, you, me, Westminster, Oxford, on the topic of jacking off. And he goes, I didn't really believe in that. I jack off all the time. It's like, God damn it. Can't debate someone if we agree. It's like fucking Exceptional Detective reckoning he's a Ralph male nowadays. I was about to fucking debate him on the sanctity of Ralph Amalden. He's like, no, I love Ralph, he's based. Whatever, bro. Alright, boys. I reckon we're almost at the halfway point, to be honest. Because the people who are in the title, again, kind of, I wouldn't call it a bait of switch as such, but I told you, it's the Cooked Report. The Cooked Cunt Report came back. And, namely because I probably want to watch an episode of that after we get through all the news. But as you saw, like, we've already seen some pretty cooked shit already. We've seen Kino Shea and Zanny Berries act like the man they profess to hate. We've seen Rackets confirmed as a multicultural and diversity gimp lover. We've seen Lady Rackets provide proof on camera that she loves Drexel more than she loves Nick. Well, we've seen Daryl get A-logged by Pulitzer Prize winning journalist Caesar. We've seen a lot of cooked shit already. But boys, there's one thing that I saw that was very, very cooked. Now, the man in question, Mormon No Mates, or No Mate Shaggy, take your pick. Because after all, last week it was burning the bridge with EJ and Hyper. This week, he's burning the bridge with Toxic and Bells. He's completely burned the bridge with them. Some of the shit that's going on behind the scenes that he's done to them is fucked up, bros. And it's not my position to talk about it. It probably will come out at one point. But I did see something, and it was all thanks to our Medj, our archiver, The man who takes a Shaggy stream and actually makes it bearable for us to watch, because at least we can chat to each other. The man known as Esoteric Shaggies. Because I heard about this hyped up stream, this massive own that he was going to get on EJ Live, which was interesting because apparently the way to own E-Juice and show that you're a really entertaining streamer is to like steal Grossly's bit that he just A-logged you with. Like Shaggy. We all know you wanted to be the next Jim. Everybody says that, right? And I know that you like to copy from other people. For instance, and we'll talk about where you're at currently, but we all know you've now got a Californian accent because you wanted to be PPP and Surfer. Like you're Californian, one of the most fucking rootless cosmopolitan states in the world. And you now speak like you're from Eastern Canada. It boggles the mind. It boggles the mind. But now you're stealing from Grossly? Fucking an Anglo? Who can't even quit cigarettes and Red Bull? Who has been confirmed by cognitive thought as worse than Jeffrey Epstein? Are you telling me you want to copy that guy by doing a seance stream? Now, not only is it in poor taste, because as you well know, one person was alive, but the only reason I wanted to cover this, the only reason, is because I'm a musician myself. You know, I've dabbled in music, and I think this might be redundant. I think anybody at this point knows what this effect is, because it's played pop music. But boys, there's a little thing out there called Autotune. Let's just quickly have a look. I'm just going to pick any random video. This stream is brought to you by Punching Cunts and Being Asian. Support Salt Puppy in his next fight. He's got a new fight coming up, actually. They actually put him against a proper boxer. So that should be interesting.
Is a vibration of air back and forth at a certain frequency, and it sounds like this. If you want to raise the pitch of that tone, you can speed up those vibrations. But because you've sped the vibrations up, that tone doesn't last as long. Slow it down, and that tone will go on for longer. Pitch correction, or auto-tune, is clever. When it changes a note that someone's not quite sung correctly, it changes the speed of the vibrations, but it also adds or removes some vibrations, so the duration stays the same. Except
that's a fancy way of saying that auto-tune could take a person who can't sing, who can't carry notes properly, and adjust it, whether automatically or, a typical case is like a vocoder, where typically you can actually have control and change the pitch manually. But auto-tune, as the name auto suggests, does it automatically. So a lot of pop music, that's how Kanye, can sing nowadays, only through auto-tune, because he can't sing his shit, as we saw when he tried to sing Bohemian Rhapsody. Fuck me, bro. Stick to A-Log and the Jews. But we all know that Shaggy has, and we're going to get into this as well, but experimented with voice-changing technology when he delivered the series known as The Prelate through his voice changer. So Shaggy mates, because he's burned so many fucking bridges recently, and even his most ardent fans are now A-logging him on his community posts where he has to ban them or just reply to them and fucking seethe at them. Shaggy wasn't even able to get his girlfriend Snaky to come and do the voice, because that's the thing. Shaggy right now, this is really like Reddit tier normie humor, but I am a boomer and I am a faggot, so you're gonna have to just like You're gonna have to bear with me. But this is Shaggy A-logging people right now. Every time he tries to A-log someone, he punches himself in the dick. Not only did he try and A-log Grossly and set him up to be a pedo from playing World of Warcraft. Grossly wouldn't be playing fucking World of Warcraft at 14. He was fucking doing MDMA and fucking going to jungle concerts. So to get your fucking Troon girlfriend Snaky to fill in for him because she has a fucked up voice that sounds like a 14-year-old boy. He's burned so many bridges now, he can't even do that anymore. And so, that was the first big O that sent him into the hospital, boys. He was in a hospital from stress because he got A-logged so hard because everybody said he had a fucking tranny girlfriend. That's the truth. That's the truth. But he comes and does this seance. And let's just do the intro, because everybody knows I'm Esoteric Shaggies, and by now I'm sure you guys all know that by now. And I had Idris make this fucking intro for me. And it's a proud. I think it's, you know, great work.
You still feel the pain of that coin hockey badass jamming his thumb up my butthole.
What?
Turning and turning in the widening journey. The falcon cannot hear the falconer.
Schizophrenia runs in my family, but I don't accept the diagnosis.
The falcon cannot hear the falconer. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold.
Not even actually with do the voice.
We don't have any cowboy in our Discord.
I don't know, I think you can tell the voice of a 6-year-old woman. That would have made sense that she's like
My dick is 8 inches. The best lack all conviction. While the worst of old-fashioned intensity.
You know, I got your Kino right here in a dress.
I do like that fella's fucking.
Well, you're a fucking pedophile, so maybe an atheist or a Christian would look at this and say, well, you're just a rapist. I was born of good works, positive qualities, and successful results. And we will plant
I really want to do sort of like a pseudo documentary on Shaggy at one point.
You don't want to get into a dick measuring
I have to listen
competition
to
with me.
so much audio to do it properly, and I just can't be fucked.
And welcome to the show.
So remember, this
show.
was
We
the
have
stream.
An amazing show.
This was the stream that he fucking. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ, that was loud. This is the stream that he hyped up. This was going to be his best stream, his piece de resistance. And he's already sweeping it up.
For you tonight.
We're not going to listen to all
Apollo
of it.
is with us.
We're going to listen to a bit of it.
From his white owner, Bells of Nevermore. We have an actual African slave here with us today, trained in the tribal arts of shamanism, and he will be handling the conjuring. Because, as you know, I do not have my full endowments yet, and the church is very mad at me, for conjuring the dead when I do not have the proper authority to do that. So Apollo tonight will be handling the arcanics. Apollo, would you, do the honors here?
She is hot as well, Cassie.
Thank you. Thank you, Apollo. That was brilliant. And, we have summoned the ghost of Mandy
like the whole
G.
chat is coming to me. I mean, I get it. Without me around, the content has been dry as a bone.
And yes,
without you around, we've just seen fucking Rackets confirmed as a cuck. We've seen, there was a bunch of other shit. Like, even this whole Thorp arc has been fucking nuts. Like, there's been heaps going on, Shaggy. And it goes to show, because you come out of the ICU and you do a stream about Cyrax.
Yes, she has manifested.
Tender.
Mandy G, can you hear me?
Not just that, bro.
Yes, Shaggy, yeah, I can hear you.
Mandy, please, it's good to see you, please.
So this is why I have to do it. This is why I have to do it. It is sing-songy. You should have just used the pitch shifters, Shaggy. That's all you need to use. Because the pitch shifter automatically like elongates, so it doesn't sound like chipmunk. Like there's good tools out there. You did it for the fucking prelay. But you used Autotune. So right now, it's taking your fucking sterile, low testosterone, anorexic voice, I'm Woman Shaggy, and it's saying, all I can do with this is turn this into a pop song. The man says he rejects the diagnosis of schizophrenia, but chat, you're literally got to listen to a man talk to himself, and he says one word, one sentence in his own voice, and then he sings to himself back. If that's not fucking schizophrenic, I don't know what fucking is.
Yes, Shaggy, yeah, I can hear you. Mandy, please, it's good to see you, please.
But that's not it, chat. Did you just hear that? Why did the sing-song voice go, Mandy, it's very good to see you? Boys, he fucked it up so bad that he keeps on forgetting to take his finger off the fucking pitch, the fucking auto-tune. So there's lines where he delivers where he's supposed to be Shaggy, but he's actually fucking doing it as fucking auto-tune.
Yes, Shaggy, yeah, I can hear you.
So that would be where he should have taken his finger off. But he forgets to do it because he's a fucking retard.
Mandy, please, it's good to see you.
Fucking hell, Shaggy.
Tell us, how are you? How are you?
So, shit.
And he just realized, chat, he just realized in real time his piece de resistance that he was going to A-log everybody with. This is how it starts.
Tell us, how are you? How are you?
So, shit, I fucked it up.
Oh, no, Shagster! No! No! And as Zod said, why didn't he just pre-record it? There was so many fucking ways that he could have fucking done this. Shaggy, buddy, you tried to hop on my channel 9 months ago to A-log an autistic man who just wanted to talk about religion and geopolitics and history. And he said couple of things that made you look silly, and you started going, well, fuck you, you're an incel, and you fuck faggot, and I fucking hate you. While he was just being polite and well-spoken. Like, even fucking, who said it?
Mandy, please.
Shut up, I don't care about this anymore.
How are you?
Someone said it, like, I think it was Shaw. No, Zod. It was you, Zod. Because it's so true. Like, if you listen to the stream, and I don't know why it got age restricted, it was weird. But sometimes I wonder if Warhammer is perfectly sane and all there, and he's the one taking us for a ride. Like, this is why it's like, I got so frustrated with everybody saying shit about, like, you controlling Warhammer. Man, you talk to Warhammer and everybody says, oh, if you're autistic, you got all these things. No. Like, Warhammer's just a normal dude for the most of it. And he's fucking smart. There's some shit that he fucking is probably the smartest guy I know with regards to his knowledge about it. So that's why I always took umbrage with the notion that I was, like, controlling him and shit. But yeah, like, it was just amazing watching it again, because, like, to see it and just see that the whole time Warhammer's just dropping lucid fact after lucid fact, and Shaggy flipped out. So Shaggy, that was your first attempt at A-logging a guy. But Shaggy, you try to A-log me. You try to bring me into your fucking doxing war. And now I've just got a week's worth of content fucking laughing at you. You try to A-log grossly, and we've got a week's worth of content laughing at the fact that you're now with a trans woman. And now you try to A-log EJ, and we've got a week's worth of content laughing at the fact not only did it get your channel banned for 7 days, and then you cry that, oh, I guess someone flagged me. Even though you've done streams recently where you're live flagging ESO for fucking terrorism. You fucking faggot. But one of the favourite things I hear from Shaggy is,
oh, well, I've got a real life. Unlike you incels who hang out on the internet all day. So I got better things to do. I don't need to be around here.
Well, Shaggy, right now, you're in a massive revolt. Everybody's turning on you, bro. Even the people who liked you or saw you a good character to have around are now scratching their heads and going, fucking hell, what's going on here? I've seen some sick shit, even today, that you were saying. Bro. Oh, and by the way, so to address that, I'm fairly certain you're going to be unbanned. I got unbanned from Toxic's channel. And we raised it today in chat. Toxic streams have been fucking lit last week, just by the way, just quietly. They've been fucking good. And he's been, is it Silla? What is he? Like RTX 490 OMB or something like that. Something, fuck. Give me 2 seconds. Gonna have to pull it up on a different account. His streams have been lit. They've been really fun. And if I can find it, Toxic has been effortlessly, easier than I've been trying to say this word, effortlessly dabbing on Shaggy recently. And this was like one of the most Chad fucking moves I've ever seen. Dominating guy. Subscribe to RTX 490 OMW. You have to subscribe. Otherwise, you won't be able to catch up with all the name changes. It might be this one where they blew up. Or it might be gone now. I don't know. Pop's cast was great. It was a bit hard to hear him, but he's doing a thing with his pops now. Unfortunately, it might be down. But basically, like, Shaggy comes on and Toxic just wanted to chat to him, right? And he starts doing his whole fucking doxing Warhammer bit. And fucking Toxic was basically just like, and just kicked it. Like, he's just like, oh, this boring shit again. And that's the thing. Shaggy keeps on trying to do it for fucking...
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Exactly, Shaggy. It's only a bit of A-logging. Why you have to be mad, bro? And so that's the thing. Like, the shock value's worn out, Shaggy, and now you just look pitiful and sad and retarded. But speaking of pitiful and sad and retarded, Mr. I don't need to hang around the internet, because Toxic's been owning him, had to fire up the Prelate. You know that channel that he started a while ago where he argued that rape is funny?
It is now taboo for any film to depict a white male character as strong, noble, or admirable without making a point that there is a superior female or black person.
What was he thinking? What was he thinking? He fucking already told everybody on Surface Stream he was going to start up a channel with a fucking voice changer. Like, the A-Logs found Ricada was there during Diversity Week, Shaggy. The A-Logs are going to find your shitty little channel that you gave up on because suddenly other people started doing their own Prelate videos, which is pretty weird, boys, that one of them had a bit of a weird accent.
Evening, gentlemen. This is the Prelate speaking. Today, I would like to discuss religion and how it intersects with race. I am an alt-right Mormon, and frankly, I am confused and a little bitter. I am loyal to the church and the oaths I have sworn to God, but anti-white rhetoric is not for me. I have been open about my views, and the bishop is openly sympathetic. No one in the mental ward I am situated in has been cruel to me, but more and more I find that words of President Trump offer me more comfort and guidance than those of my own
It was
prophet.
definitely Hughes.
I wait for this to change.
The Reddit speaking.
As I see it, the Chinese accidentally turned their nation into a sausage party simply by incentivizing our birth rates, and they are the most prolific ethnic group on the planet.
This is just
The
so
key
yourself
to racial
normal voice.
stability is not oppressing those who stray from the formula. It is indeed rewarding
I'll be
those
back in a
who
sec,
adhere.
boys.
The USA was built by a bunch of Freemasons. In all likelihood, they were very much trying to establish a theocracy. Stating such at the time would be an unnecessary declaration of war. The theocracy I propose is in no way tyrannical, at least no more so than we have today. Democratic theocracy is where you vote for a priest rather than a politician. Capitalism is a good thing, but it cannot be relied upon to make people behave in an ethical manner. Capitalists do not understand that name has value. If you want to be called a Christian, you need to pay a price. In the case of being called Christian, that price is charity. If we want ethical capitalism, we need capitalists who value their name as Christian, and that name must mean something. That which God censors does not exist. God censored the unicorn. All that is being approved by God for our viewing and contemplation. Both the beautiful and the ugly. The test is to be a man who can see the good within all the bad. This ain't Eden. There will always, however, be corruption. Theocracies will indeed have censorship and tyranny, and all manner of bad things under the guise of public good, as do we. This is the devil. He is always with us. Hell can be built here on earth, as many have found to their distress. You seem to imagine God and hell as a child does. God is beyond human comprehension, and God's love is not mortal love. The love a man feels for a woman is not the love a parent feels for his child. Likewise, the love that God has for his people is the fact that good things exist and are possible. God's love for us is love itself, but God is far more than love. You, like all atheists, assume all men of faith are the same. You do not and refuse to understand what I am saying. God is not a book. God is the love of rape. God is the protection of child predators. I am God.
Whoa, buddy. Are you sure you want to reject that schizophrenia diagnosis? So anyway, so I've got dinner now, by the way, boys. So I'm going to have to go on mute. But let's just have a look at what's going on here. Because to be honest, this stream was good. Shaggy should probably do more of this and less of what he's been doing recently. But I want you guys to remember one of the things I just said probably 10 minutes ago, maybe 20 minutes ago. Something that I was making fun of Shaggy. Not everybody noticed this apparently, but quite a few did. So we're going to listen to Shaggy's stream. There's going to be a funny lore drop at one point. I think he does play, which by the way, it's so funny when he plays the Far Cry 5 music and he doesn't realize like that song is like, it's actually a direct critique of him.
Gasted by this, but I have a confession to make. You see,
but I want when Shaggy starts reading, I want you guys to see if you notice something. And the deal is, once you guys notice what it is, we stop. So I don't want to torture people. I don't want to make you listen to an hour of Shaggy, because we still got to get on to what should hopefully fucking be the last stream on the Thorps. But I want you to type what you notice about Shaggy when he starts reading the scripture.
I am the prelate. Yes, I know. Shocking.
I don't know if Shaggy does so, Brucey.
But I was the prelate the whole time. I'll give you a moment to just absorb that while I get my scriptures here. You see, we will be studying the Book of Mormon.
How dare you? Rich gone. You're
having
done.
Completely run out of ideas for content. I
Only
figured,
ZXV can fucking.
I do as a Mormon
as
does.
we all know, he's
steal
dead.
someone else's ideas.
Literally dead.
So we're going to be mimicking Surfer today. We'll be stealing his shtick. Only instead of
I'm
reading,
sorry, Eric.
I've
barely been playing golf, but Eric is confirmed for the drinking stream, boys.
An authentic.
So far we've got Eric, we've got Razabast. Who else do we get on the drinking stream, boys? I'd like to hear your thoughts. Apparently, Exceptional Detective doesn't drink. I think we should try and bully him into drinking. Get Dead Man there. It's going to be a good time, boys.
Work of Scripture. A truly holy book that has brought joy to millions of lives and can make your life a better life if you believe. All you need to do is believe. Now I know a bit of humor here and there, but this is actually a scripture study. I'm not fucking kidding. We're actually going to be reading the Book of Mormon. That's actually what I'm going to be doing here. I don't know exactly how many people are going to show up for this. I would have preferred to do this on my main channel.
There was a time I could have got random.
Well, someone
definitely not nowadays.
Out there decided to strike down my my conjuring of spirits, shall we say. I guess they found it to be heretical, found it a little blasphemous. And I was raising up people's dead girlfriends and interrogating them about the necrophilic acts of various peoples. Yeah, maybe it was Joseph Smith himself who struck me, because I can't exactly say that was a very honorable thing to do. But, certain people have really been getting under my skin. And I guess maybe doubt you'll get anything more from it once Esoteric has cut it up and butchered it and laid it out on the chopping block for his jackals. Anyway, here we go. So, this is the first book of Nephi. The first book in the Book of Mormon. If you've ever actually wondered what us Mormons are reading when we pick up this little blue book, well, you should actually go out and get a copy of it. We only give it away for free. But you can also find out here in the most ass-backwards way possible.
I've never listened to that, Brucey. I'd gladly fucking play it.
Maybe this will convince
someone gets me. I'll play it. Fuck it.
To convert. I doubt it. I'm probably just doing this for my own amusement. In fact, I know I'm doing it for my own amusement. But if anyone else out there gets anything out of it, that's great. That's great. Now, unfortunately, as this is a scripture study, I am going to have to occasionally look at the chat. I doubt I'm going to like what I see there, but we will be from time to time glancing over at the chat. Now, if your comment is just negative, I'm really not going to read it because, that's really not the point of this.
The funny thing is, he is half right, just because he does the problem, that sort of thing every now and then, but Grossly and Axel are two different content creators entirely. As you guys know, fire up a stream and drinking rosé, fucking anybody can do that. It's not that fucking hard. Live streaming's fucking easy. But doing a well put together video or series of clips or something like that can basically be a live commentary video. It's next level. And actually used to be the best at that. You guys have heard me talk about it. Like 2021, he was in his hot spot. He's doing some great streams in that regard. But yeah, it's just.
Anyway, here we go. First book of Nephi. His reign and ministry. An account of Lehi and his wife Sariah, and his 4 sons being called, beginning at the eldest, Laman, Lemuel, Sam, and Nephi. The Lord warns Lehi to depart out of the land of Jerusalem.
Chauncey, you're going to be my fucking
unto the
Seeker
people
loser.
concerning their iniquity.
I'm Kino Gay, and
and
you're
they
my
seek to
Seeker
destroy
loser.
his life.
And Eric's going to be
He
your
taketh
co-host.
3 days journey into the wilderness with his family. Nephi taketh his brethren and returneth to the land of Jerusalem after the record of the Jews. The account of their sufferings. They take the daughter of Ishmael to wife. They take their families and depart into the wilderness. Their sufferings and afflictions in the wilderness, the course of their travels, they come to the large waters. Nephi's brethren rebel against him. He confoundeth them and buildeth a ship. They call the name of the place Bountiful. They cross the large waters into the promised land, and so forth. This is according to the account of Nephi, or in other words, I, Nephi, wrote this record.
Has anybody guessed it yet? I haven't
Chapter
seen
1.
any guesses yet.
Nephi begins the record of his people. Lehi sees in vision a pillar of fire, and reads from a book of prophecy. He praises God, foretells the coming of the Messiah, and prophesies the destruction of Jerusalem. He is persecuted by the Jews, about 600 BC. As we see here that, the Jews were persecuting people even 600 years before Jesus was born. 600 years before Jesus was born, they were still persecuting the true Christians, and they were Christians, at least in the spiritual sense. Now I'm going to begin to read this, all right? And I will try to let you know when it's me speaking and not the book.
You'll definitely notice the difference, boys.
Because I just realized you won't be able to have any way of knowing that. If only there was someone with a less annoying voice to do this. Wait, there is. There's an entire church. And if you all weren't such blasphemous heathens, you would attend that church as I do, and you wouldn't have to hear it here on a backwater YouTube channel run by a schizophrenic.
Shaggy got kicked out of his church because he told everybody at his church about his backwater YouTube channel ran by a schizophrenic, and they had a look at it and they said that it's unbecoming of a Mormon, and therefore they said that you're definitely not getting any robes, you're definitely not becoming a priest. And he flipped out even further, and that's why he got kicked out of the church.
Oh, I'm not they say I have bipolar disorder, but it's bullshit. Anyway.
What?
Oh, I'm not they say I have bipolar disorder, but it's bullshit. Anyway.
So he has both schizophrenia and bipolar disorder? Excuse me. It's good curry. He's both got fucking schizophrenia and bipolar disorder? Is that even possible? Is that even possible? Yes, Sasha. Is it just me? Apparently I'm the #1 fucking A-log of Shaggy and obsessed with him. I didn't know. I don't remember him dropping that. Kanye Shaggy? Yeah, that could be it. Like, can you even have bipolar and schizophrenia? Is that even possible? Let me just look. Let me just look if you can have both bipolar and schizophrenia. Actually, no, I better not.
Now I'm stealing esoteric PPPism shtick. Let's continue. I, Nephi, having been born of goodly parents, therefore I was taught somewhat in all the learning of my father, and having seen many afflictions in the course of my days. Nevertheless, having been highly favored of the Lord in all my days, yea, having had a great knowledge of the goodness and the mysteries of God, therefore I make a record of my proceedings in my days. Yea, I make a record in the language of my father, which consists of the learning of the Jews and the language of the Egyptians. And I knew that the record which I make is true, and I make it with mine own hand, and I make it according to my knowledge. For it came to pass in the commencement of the first year of the reign of Zedekiah, king of Judah, my father Lehi, having dwelt at Jerusalem in all his days, and in that same year there came many prophets, prophesying.
A reminder, boys, you have to listen to another 50 minutes of reading of the Book of Mormon if you don't guess it. Listen. Ask yourself, what do you notice that is different?
Saying unto the people that they must repent, or the great city of Jerusalem must be destroyed. Wherefore it came to pass that my father Lehi, as he went forth, prayed unto the Lord.
Sucked in, righty.
And we're turning the page here.
Come on, mate. If anyone's going to guess, it's going to be yourself.
Pages are very thin. With all his heart, in behalf of his people. And it came to pass, as he prayed unto the Lord, there came a pillar of fire, and dwelt upon a rock before him. And he saw and heard much, and because of the things which he saw and heard, he did quake and tremble exceedingly. And it came to pass that he returned to his own house at Jerusalem, and he cast himself upon his bed, being overcome with the Spirit and the things which he had seen. So here we see that Nephi was
Bingo! We got it! We fucking got it! Of course, the king himself, Chad King. Everybody, I know that you're going to be behind me slightly, but look at what he just said. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let you listen again after you read King's guess.
And, it upset him quite a bit. Because when the Lord appears as a pillar of fire in a time of sin, it typically means he's rather pissed off. And rightfully so, as there was, as we were reading, much sin in Jerusalem.
So it looks like you caught up, because I can see Clash say it, and I've seen Brucey say it as well, so I would accept this. Brucey says he sounds more like a southerner than an English to me. But me and Shamu were listening to this. I think it was me and Chat, Shamu, I think GAI, someone else. We all got swept at one point. Of course. Because he's like, I'm going to go and look at Chat. And then he just sees it's us, and he's like, oh no. Oh no, the bad words that hurt my feelings. But boys, I said before, he fucking started talking like PPP and Surfer at one point. Like, oh fuck, buddy, I'm Mormon Shaggy. Oh, the transvestites kicked me out of the church, buddy. Fuck, yeah. Like, what are you doing, you fucking idiot? Like, you're a rootless, cosmopolitan, bipolar schizophrenic who both now has a fucking auto-tune voice that is supposed to be women. You've got a fucking broke-ass Canadian accent that you try and do because you think you see, Shaggy wanted to be the next PPP. And now you're fucking reading the Book of Mormon in a fucking British accent. Or, as Klaus said, like a fucking Down syndrome southerner. Like, Shaggy, here's a real talk. Here's a real talk for you, buddy. Real fucking talk. I've now done what? Done a fair bit of content on you, right? Recently. Because remember, without Shaggy, it's boring around here. Fuck me, I'm becoming Ben Thorp and burping on camera. There we go. So I logged him there. Probably got him there. Obviously, it did this is always a bigger fail than fucking auto-tune seances. But I probably will do. I don't know. Like, I probably did some other bits and pieces. Shaggy, I made a promise to you. You made a promise to me. We said we we're going to leave each other alone. And you fucking drag my name into the mud again. So, cunt, I don't want to keep doing stuff to humiliate you. As I said, I've held back so much shit. If I really wanted to go full turbo on you, cunt, I could fucking put some shit out there that people will want nothing to do with you ever again. So just fucking ease up, buddy. Ease up. Leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. It's easy, mate. But again, all you need to do is speak my name once, and I will drop hours and hours and hours of content, so then people can go and look at this. So stop kicking yourself in the dick, buddy. And keep my fucking name at your mouth. Capiche? Now, a name that I want to get out of my fucking mouth as well is this guy. Is this fucking guy. But bros, like, when I did this stream here, where is it? Where's the fucking, where was it? When I did this stream here, like, there was a bit there, like, you were just a bit of a cunt, right? But there was enough there for people to look at it and go, you're fucked, bro, right? But if you think, like, me putting shit out there in the ether has fucked up Shaggy, like the Machiavellian prince I am, with my meme magic, fueled by fucking how many people? 24 spastics in chat who give me, like, all their schizo energy to, like, oh shit! Oh fuck! Just knocked my fucking glass of rosé over and smashed my wine glass, bros. Oh, might as well drink the rest of it. That's not good, bros. That's not good. But Ben, I can't remember what I was saying. Like, cunt, the shit I've seen you do after a few shit posts here and there from me, ever since, it makes my interactions with Shaggy look tame. Alright, I'll be back in a sec, boys. Let's oh fuck, it's getting on my mouse! Fuck! Let's watch this. Boys.
Hello everyone, Euros MC back with another tutorial. So I've been fielding a lot of questions recently as to my technique when wiping my asshole. So that's why I thought I'd do this quick video. So I've got my toilet paper here that I prepared earlier. You'll note that I go with 3 plies. I feel like quite often 2 plies doesn't get quite the necessary technique for the claw. So I'll go ahead and show you that now. So it's quite simple. It's just a fold over and a fold over again. Just to show you now, we've got nice, I don't like to go quite on the seams. I like to have a little bit of spillover. And it's a 3-fingered technique here. It's kind of like a pinch and a rip. So basically, I'll come up under the ball sack to go ahead and use my 2 fingers there while maintaining my big finger in the middle, just to sort of close in a claw-like motion. As I proceed to then go ahead and clench and pinch to get all those dangleberries, because you got to be really careful as a Greek when wiping your butthole. Now, I don't like to waste too much paper, so I actually use this again So once you've completed the claw, you've got the poop inside there, so you don't really have much risk of wiping it on your hands as such. So then subsequently you can go back and go ahead and just wipe the rest of the ring there and use all that's available. So generally I can get about 3 to 4 wipes out of the same ply. So we're economically friendly, we're hygienic, and yeah, that was my tutorial on how to wipe your asshole. So for more content like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to smash that subscribe notification bell. Sorry, so you can get more updates when we do more tutorials on the Kino Corner. Take care. All right, boys, I trust you all know how to wipe your buttholes now. So just one in the chat if you do the claw technique. And if you... Oh, fuck, there's still more rosé around my computer. And if you, you know, engage in different techniques, please let me know. Let's go ahead. Watch a bit of golf. Shaggy, it wasn't that long ago that I was fucking golfing for you, bro. For your health. I hit this shot for your health. And this is the fucking thanks you gave me. That's fine. That's fine. Not great, but that's fine. So what shot was that? Was that shot 4? Was that shot 3-4? Hi guys, it's 3-4 here. Let me tell you about my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. Oh. Oh, it's Billy! Welcome to the Gulf Stream! Welcome to sunny Australia! Do you know, I got so embarrassed with how fat I fucking looked there. And I've been hitting the gym really hard ever since. And I've only started eating 4 pieces of hot and spicy instead of 5. So Ben, I don't even know where to start. Fuck, where do I start? Oh my god. I don't know where to start, cunt. Like, sorry boys, I really butchered this the other day, but I didn't know, like, what bits to cover.
There are
but like, remember this?
And you recognize, even though you're not gay, you recognize
not necessarily
sexually attractive to women, right?
Well, I guess you could say that. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Okay, so you recognize that there is something sexual about them that is attractive, and it attracts you to them because they are better than other people. Sexually attractive
Fuck's
people are
sakes,
better
Chad.
than other people. And I'm not saying this like ugly people aren't attractive.
I know, Clash.
But
I've been trying
you
to.
have to have a certain character, a certain soul.
Joie de vivre, per se.
Joie de vivre, exactly. That makes you sexually attractive. If you're not that, then you're not attractive, and I don't care.
Right. If you got that joie de vivre, if you got that lingo, you can pull a bitch.
Oh, it's Chauncey still here. I was calling this guy you Chauncey.
Train the bus. You know what I mean? If you got no joie de vivre,
yo, nigga, where your joie de vivre?
And the bitch will be like, "This is weird."
And what I'm saying,
I don't know.
What I'm saying is, children have that joie de vivre. They love life, and I love kids.
We played this the other night. I'd heard about this other one as well. I'm surprised they're not here already.
It's weird. Whenever
I'm pretty sure Ben.
This is their faces when they hear the word Thorp. You see Thorp? Fucking hell, man. Fucking weird, cunt. So, all right, let's that one blew out my ears. So let me just joie de vivre this one down. Okay, so children give you joie de vivre if you're Grace. All right, you love their joie de vivre. You want to joie de vivre them. You find them sexy and attractive.
Has his fucking 12-year-old fucking kids on streams too.
No, no. I was not talking about Ben. I was talking about Hollywood in general. No.
Yeah. They like
So
kids.
no offense. No.
Who doesn't like kids? I love kids. I'm a pedophile in that sense that I love children. Love.
What?
Children. I love children. I'm a pedophile in that sense that I love children.
I'm a pedophile in that sense that I love children. I'm a pedophile in that sense that I love children.
This poor
Pretty sure Ben has
this poor Chauncey fat sack impersonator. Like, this guy's invited both the dad and the daughter who are in an incestuous relationship. Yes, she said they're in an incestuous relationship together onto a fucking stream, and both of them. Look at his face. Look at AIDS man's face. He died after this. Because they both made arguments for being pedos on his stream. Yes, KT, this family is so fucking cursed. And this is they want us to do this. They want us to talk about them. They're fucking sickos, bros. Like, can I find... I can't remember. Someone's got the screen. Like, this is a joie de vivre they're getting up to. Like, this is tame. I can't remember this one. But Ben asked Grace to do a sexy dance for the boys in Chinksville. He ordered her in her slatternly room to do a sexy dance where he sat there and jacked up. Do you see what he's fucking... I don't know if you guys can see this. He basically is Hunter Biden. I can't tell if that's him or Hunter Biden. He's a fucking fail son. He inherited all his money from his real estate mogul dad. He's failed at everything he's done. First, he tried to be a Catholic teacher. Then he got kicked out of a bunch of schools for fucking children. And now, he's trying to parlay that into an internet career. He's trying to be the next Mr. Girl. He's trying to be the next Vorsh. To go out there and say, well, there could be a moral argument on joie de vivre in kids. Boys, this family's sick. This family's sick. And I was fucking sick of them. You know, everybody's getting sick of them at this point.
The locale's been slaughtered and the milk's gone sour.
Because, like, even Hormax, I think, you know, Uncle Max likes him. But Hormax is getting sick of them. You guys saw the live call into Hormax's show, for those who weren't there. Because Hormax has said, in a community post, where is it? He doxed Ashley, said he's going to put bullets through a window. Grace Thorp, it's lingerie time. The question is, Grace, do you have what it takes? Coomers, please comment below. Tonight, Grace, you should come for your cup of clout. The Howling Madness will rule the so-called manosphere. Don't you want fame, honey bunch? And so you guys were there when I called in. I think it was this one.
Okay.
I called in. There was a bit of vetting going on. He had to realize that it was his boy who gives him all the great tune recommendations, the ass blast that comes on. And the funny thing is, even before that, because everybody's like, call in, Euros, call in. And Grace is like, call in, Euros, get in there. I'm like, if I go on, Grace, you're done. You're done. Be careful what you wish for, honey. Because you might get a fucking spastic fucking Australian who has the ability to yell repent at fucking dead man for an hour. That's how fucking, like, I fucking abused a man who's dying of cancer.
Camera.
Like, you guys don't know the commitment that
You
I
don't have to
sometimes
show
put
him
into this.
streamer.
I'm gonna get to the fucking gates
Let
of
me know
heaven,
when you get on legit,
and they're gonna be
right?
like,
So, like,
okay, bro, so we're gonna let you in, but then we found your YouTube channel, and much like Shaggy getting kicked out of his church, I'm gonna get kicked out of any form that I could argue that I'm a good
We're
moral
pleasing
person.
too, honestly.
Grace,
You
this is
know,
what your
okay,
family
let's see.
does.
Now, Ass Blaster wanted to flap his gums on Grace. All right, Ass Blaster, let's go.
Hey, Hormax. So we've actually talked before, as I've called
good
him
evening,
Theros before.
Welcome from down under. Welcome from
Spicoli, shut
It's
up.
only
bro.
Shut the fuck up,
okay. Now,
Spicoli.
you wanted to talk on Grace? Are you having a?
Well, you know,
are you trying to steal Grace from me? Am I harem? What are you doing?
None whatsoever. No, I did see the community saying post yes, Kino, and this is the funniest thing, because the Thorps like the idea of me. They think like, oh, here's this like little cool little Australian guy who come on and make a little bit of entertainment. But boys, you've seen their faces at the end. You've seen when it's the time for the cum shot. You see the face. They always regret. They keep coming back, boys, and they always regret it. This came to the channel. She had to come with lingerie and cam up.
Yes,
so
I
I
did
took
say
that to her and I sent it to her.
Yeah,
And she
okay.
still came here. So, you know, my question is she going to cam up with the lingerie?
Well,
or are we going to get her out of here?
Well,
Get her
yeah.
out of here!
Well, I'm not going to throw her out of here, but I want her to get some lingerie. I wanted to see her to get her to start breaking her out of the grandma clothes. As you know, you ever see Grace wear these grandma clothes? It's quite life denying, to tell you the truth. Have you seen that?
Kind of eccentric, bro. I see this beautiful doll on the screen, and you know, at least she.
Yeah, I mean, the doll is.
I mean,
the doll right now is kind of, you know, at least lingerie wise, mogging Grace. I mean, Grace is getting
massively
mogged by Austin. That crunches, you know, sex fuck doll.
See, she's loving it because they talk. Even some of the mid trends I've been sending you recently that you didn't rate top 10%. You know, I reckon they compete with Grace, to be honest. So again, lingerie or get out of here. That was the only question I wanted to ask. Sorry.
Okay. Well, Grace, okay. Well, Grace, that's the question now. Now, why don't you come on? Where's the lingerie, Grace? Okay, we're waiting. Everybody, as you get plenty of male attention, I'm sure you get plenty of male, and plus you're gonna.
And that's the thing. That's what happens. They like involving me, but by the time I get the cum shot, that coom shot, that androcentric coom shot, they don't like it anymore, boys and girls. Now to the most warped fucking thing. So. Some might turn around and say, look, Euros, you're being a bit hyperbolic with what you're about to say. And I admit it, you know, sometimes you got to zhuzh it up a little bit for entertainment. But boys, these are just the facts at this point. This is hardcore, unadulterated facts. Both Ben and Grace have admitted to having an attraction to children. Grace has admitted to having an incestuous relationship with Ben. That's just the two minimum things. We can put away the fact that, again, he made her dance for fucking, like, Razabas. Like, I can understand the indecent proposal and you get a couple of $1 million, but he did it for free. He made his daughter dance for Razabas while he shoved a banana up his butt. Boys, this is going to get a bit weird, okay? I want to get through this pretty quick. It's getting to my Sam bedtime soon. But there was just like I haven't taken the timestamps, only roughly bits and pieces, but we'll get through it because it's fucked. It's fucked, and then we'll watch a bit of Cook's report at the end if I got time.
Listen to you because they're all too involved in stupid dramas.
So I want to start it
But
off because again,
after
Ben is as schizophrenic and bipolar as Shaggy. Because on one hand, he'll tell us, "I'm successful. I'm a millionaire. I'm winning. I'm Ben Thorp." But then he also just sit here and be like, "I'm brooding. I hate my life." And look at the scene you see behind him. He had to put up like the fucking zoom filter, the Teams filter, like the foggy background. But we can still see like the squalor that you're residing in now because you've been kicked out of your house because you wanted to start a fucking couple hundred view YouTube channel. You fucking pathetic loser.
After I did my brood stream, and I didn't have any answers, and I wasn't crying. But I was saying, you know what, I missed something, and I got a lot of hostility. And then afterwards,
Jerome won hard. Not even going to get into
realized that
Jerome
my relationship with Grace was.
Hold on a second.
What are you doing?
I just have to go in there and push the comments.
So
you can be on stream if you want.
Step one
was
step one when you've been Thorp is don't shower. Step two is throw on an unironed shirt and your shitty trucker hat because people love wearing trucker hats in 2022. Step three is smoke a joint. Now, you know, I smoke weed. You know, guys know this. But it's not to have fun. He smokes the joint to cope. And step four is
kind of at the core of it, because I had spent, my thing that I was saying is like, what am I doing with my life? If I'm not doing YouTube because I'm spending time trying to get Grace's mother kind of on board with life, I already told her I don't want to do that. And I realized it's not me that brought her back into our lives. It's the lovely and gorgeous and annoying and parasitical daughter of mine, Grace. Grace, you're on camera.
Step four is blame the woman that you chose to marry and start a family with. It takes two to tango, you know. There's no such thing as arranged marriages in the Western world. Your responsibility, the thing that I will probably judge you at one point out there, is which woman you've decided to spend the rest of your life with. Because that's how you tell who is the smart men out there and who are the dumb men out there. And if you don't believe me, have a look how many fucking ex-wives Elon Musk has. You chose Courtney, Ben. Those kids are your kids. You sitting there, you don't, I just noticed. Like, he's got a good beard and moustache and whatnot. Ben, where's the hairs on your chest? Like, I've often ridiculed you and said that you're not a real man. He's not a real man, yeah. He doesn't have one hair on his chest. What the freak, bros? Ben, you're a weak, pathetic human being. So, the failures that are your wife, and your daughter, they're not their failures, Ben. They're your failures. And what a fucking womanly, low testosterone, no chest hair thing to do than to blame your problems on other people.
I'll take you off. Who is in the bathroom?
Where's the hair?
Trying to get herself organized.
He's
now,
a wax seal, yeah.
Grace and I started brooding, and then I started asking questions of Grace. Like, it became clear to me that what she was doing in my life was repeatedly telling me that she can't help me with what we're doing, what I'm trying to do to get away from the issues with her mother. And she says, sure, that sounds
trying
good.
to get away
And then
by
she
putting it on the YouTube
descends
every other day.
into hostility because she's saying, without mommy here,
I don't know. It's weird.
poor little Gracie
Shag. He must wax it.
is being
You don't have that
abused,
hair
right?
here
I'm not doing what
and on
you want
your
me to do,
hair
Dad, because
at 50 and be
your
like,
wife should do it.
So weird.
My mother should do it. She
Look
should
how
help us.
Schlubby and fatty. And he
And
just
that made me a little
realized
bit angry because
Look, he just realized that he was just like PvP after 5 hours in the Kino casino, just like leaning sideways. And look, the shirt doesn't even fit him. That's the sign of an ill-fitted shirt. Look, the buttons are ready to burst.
mother should do it. She should help us.
Maybe he's a walrus, not a seal.
And that made me a little bit angry because the reason your mother, Grace, can't do what she should do is because she won't clarify things with her mother, right?
Yep.
And yet you're saying I'm doing wrong by you because I can't clarify things with my mother. So the only solution, according to this logic, is we have to go all the way back to the Garden of Eden, through all the successive evil mothers, back.
I just look at her. Look at her. All you Grace simps out there who are like, oh my God, Grace is amazing. Number one, she's a dumb fucking 20-year-old girl. Trust me when I say that, I'm going to sound fucking a bit up my own asshole here, but when you finally do land like a good looking girl, like I have in the past, and you're like, oh, I just want a hot chick to be with, man. That's all I need. I just need my girl. But when they're annoying as fuck, like every 20-year-old girl is, but let alone this fucking narcissist pig lady, dude, it's 4 hours banging your fucking head against the wall, but the whole time you're like, yeah, but she's cute, man. She's cute. You know, I like it. But you're still just smashing your head against the wall. Starting to get a little bit of a headache. Be like, nah, she's cool. I like her jokes. And you feign laughter at a few of them. And you keep smashing your head against the wall. And then you finally fuck. And you coom. And if you're like me, you coom in 2 minutes, right? And then suddenly, like, the coom shots left your body. And you feel lucid and awake. And you've got this splitting fucking headache. And then for the next 2-3 hours, you have to start smashing your head against the wall again. All you simps out there, bros, like, trust me, you do not want a bar of this. I know you say that, Casey. I know you're trying to be Kermit right now, make her you Miss Piggy. Trust me, bro. An old, blown-out woman, at least she has some experience. You can have some fun with that. Even if she's slatterly. But, yeah, nah. Trust me, bro. You don't want
to Eve and say, what the fuck?
That is witchcraft.
Hang on, I'll get that.
Bells of Nevermore.
Grace, you also have to turn the heat off in here. It's 9,000 degrees.
Grace, it's your fault I'm hot right now.
What's that?
No, GB, we can't save her, bro.
Okay.
Maybe when she gets older, she might be able to redeem, but just give up on any woman under the age
You can
of, like,
fake my signature.
24.
That's Tom. Good guy. Part of the problem. Well, we're all part of the problem. But anyways, Grace.
Yep.
Can you please help me to stay on track here? Why don't you off yourself when you go away?
What?
Okay,
whatever. Yeah, sure,
okay.
Sure.
So, and I.
He just asked her to off herself? He just asked her to off herself.
I told you to turn the heat off, but it's still cranking.
Yeah, I turned it off. It just takes a while to wind down.
So, anyways,
you fucking
I
pig
came to the
bitch.
conclusion that the problem is you.
Yep.
The fruit of the brooding, which was only an hour on stream, and maybe another hour afterwards, is that you kept bringing your mother into my life, who I don't want in my life anymore, because you say, I can't be part of your life unless she's part of it. So I bring her back into my life.
Yeah.
You don't talk to her, don't interact with her. You force her on me. She gets more and more crazy until I push her away. I feel bad about doing that.
Yep.
And then it all starts over again, because today, once again, you in the morning don't want to be part of life. You feel like a victim. You wreck our life, whatever. You're not going to do anything. You complain all the time and you're angry.
My life,
Yep.
And so I understand that I'm still in the same problem. You don't have a
There's
healthy...
no victims. They're all villains in this.
You don't have a healthy
except
relationship
for
with me.
B. Jerome B is the fucking man in the
And
house,
you
he's
don't
the
care.
king, and the rest of them can go fucking.
So it was worth it to brood. I recommend brooding to everybody. And then we went on Discord today for hours and hours so that you could kind of talk this through, right? Instead of attacking me all day.
Fiance, Rizza.
And I told you, and I stand by that.
Rizza, I know you're a mature man with exquisite taste in women, but tell me, do you marry that? Or do you have fun with that? If you marry that, good luck, bros. Godspeed.
That you, if your mother's not going to do it, you've got to get some resolution about what you want to do with your life instead of blaming me. Now 5 years running.
I just did very well in my 20s.
While you're
It was a
utterly
humble
miserable
brag,
and
I'm
have no
sorry.
hope. I mean, you're 20 years old. You're a lovely young lady. You're smart. You're attractive. Why attack me because you can't deal with your mother? That seems wrong. Attractive. Why attack young lady? You're smart. You're attractive.
Number one, she's not. But number two, can you stop every stream with your Ben? You're talking about how sexy your fucking daughter wife is. It's fucking.
Why attack me because you can't deal with your mother? That seems wrong to me.
Yeah, it is
Nah,
wrong.
you can't be
I know. I keep doing it. I keep.
And what about your mother said she was coming back to talk with you at 5:15?
Yep, she did.
It's 6:48.
Yeah. Well, you were on David's stream, and okay. I was thinking about talking to her again in Discord, but
You can't talk in Discord because 8,000 retards come in there, and then they give you stupid advice. They won't stop giving you advice and let you talk.
Yeah. All right. Well, what about it?
Most of the advice I've seen given to Grace in Discord has been like, Grace, you stink. Wash your muff, you dirty cow.
Bring her on stream.
Yeah. All right.
And David Walsh, if he's out there, can come on stream with us. But he I don't know. Is he a serious human being
That's
or just
fucking
a
great call, Zol.
guy
He's
who wants to
basically
show
Harvey
everyone
Weinstein.
that he's an affable but ultimately self-destructive loser? And we're all just going to watch him slowly drink himself to death. I'm sick of watching people do that.
See, this is where I come in.
I think he is a really nice guy, but
I'm like, is he
I
going to
think
kill
he
himself?
has,
Is he finally going to kill himself?
I don't know.
I think he's got
Please.
enormous potential as an entertainer. He's very funny, very affable.
Now I can laugh at my comments
But I mean,
and post hot.
I feel empty inside when I go on his stream, even if it's about
Like, this is how much of a piece of shit I have to be with my online persona boys. I come into their stream and I tell Ben to kill himself, and then I say, you both look like shit. Have you shit?
me. Because I feel like I'm
Hey, look at Eckerman.
like enabling
Not the
someone to be
infamous troll,
self-destructive.
Kino
And I called out
Korner.
several people on our Discord as well for the same
I'm
thing.
going to hell, boys. But it was
It's
worth
not that
it.
funny and cool and edgy to be self-destructive on YouTube.
What's your life?
Just
on
like it's not
YouTube?
funny and cool to do anti-Semitic stuff or racist stuff on YouTube.
Guys, don't do
Especially
anti-Semitic or
Kanye's already
racist
done it.
stuff.
He
'Cause
cleared the
Kanye
air.
did it.
We're over that. Now we got to try to
We're
talk
over
like
it,
normal
boys.
people again.
The JQ's done now. Move
And
on.
so you went black,
It's
Grace.
been answered.
Sorry,
The
I was
question's
texting
been
Mom. I
answered.
don't have my
Asked
phone,
and
so-
answered.
Well, don't you think there is like etiquette in life at all? Just do
See,
whatever
like,
you want
listen to
whenever you
this,
want.
chap.
I thought maybe my video would.
Listen to this. Razabas says, even I gave up flirting with her. Too broken even for me, and I love stupid women. Like, bros.
Keep going while I was
Does that
texting.
not
I don't know
say
exactly
it all?
how it works on
Do
the
I really
iPad.
need to
But
Don't you
I'll-
think
concentrate
you
the rest of the
probably
stream?
work that out
Yeah.
before you're on stream with 23 people watching us?
Yeah. Well, so Mom says she's picking Maggie up right now, so she'll come on later. She'll tell me when. She can come on in half an hour.
Your camera angle makes you look crazy, but is that what you want?
No. Okay. Hold on a second.
She's filming from the bathroom, Ben. She's got no other choice. She's right now sitting on the toilet, Ben. This is where you've housed her. This is your doing. You've got a washing machine behind you. How do you think that makes you look, Mr. Las Vegas?
Your hair looks awful, but
I know.
why don't you put a hat on or something? It's just gross.
Wear a hat. You greasy pig woman. You fat, greasy pig woman.
Figure something out to do with it other than
disgusting.
just look greasy and gross.
And look, he's even stealing like our A-logging in the fucking chat.
All right. So
now, KT, I'm going to come back to you if my short-term memory doesn't get degraded by this THC. But your chat right now, Ben, is verbally abusive. Just park that for a second, bro. Just park that in your.
this is my problem. We talked about it in Discord. We can talk about it now. I went on David's stream, chatted for a while. He ended the stream by bringing me on. Okay, now
That's
we're
what I'm
gonna
saying,
do this.
bros. You've only seen the top half. She's a fucking little dumpling pig lady.
For a while, he ended.
Look how dumpy she is. Look at the hip to tit ratio there, bros.
This is bringing me on.
Dumpy pig woman.
Okay, now we're gonna do this. Don't you think you should mute yourself before you do that?
Yeah, you fucking bitch. Dumb.
Well, you
bitch.
can't talk after you. Okay, here we go.
Dumb cunt.
So I think Grace
fat
Grace and I
Grace
are at a
cunt.
crossing
Dumb
point,
bitch.
crossroads in our relationship. I'm not doing this craziness anymore with anyone in this
KT,
family.
say no.
And
to
I think
Grace and say
I'm going to
yes
either
to
move
Dominic.
on. And I saw someone in chat
Every
said
man thinks they need.
this guy
a
should just move on
Grace.
and start a new life
They think they want a Grace
and
but
not
really they
look
need a
back.
Dominic.
Right? This is Ben Thorp, aka
How
Lot.
about that?
Right? And
She
Lot
left, by the way.
was a man
God damn it.
who left a situation, and the Lord told him not to look back. And I think this is a lot like Courtney's father's response to the insanity that her mother brought into their world. And I see the guy's logic. Walk away and never look back. Because to stay and tolerate
Where did
evil
Dominic go?
can only last for so long until you're participating in the evil.
Yeah. Well.
And how long is a
Don't know.
reasonable amount of time? When you were 16 years old, I threw everything aside
he's
to
not
protect
able
you
anymore,
from what your
Bruce.
mother
He's
was
locked
doing
now.
to you. It's been
Yeah.
almost 5 years now. Since then,
What's that you say? What's What's that? Was that Brucey? Lot? Lot had 4 daughters. I was trying to do a fucking Shaggy doing a British accent. Okay. Lot had 4 daughters, bro. 2 of them were married, and 2 betrothed. The 2 married their daughters and their husbands, along with 2 future brethren. I can't do it. Remained in Sodom and perished, leaving Lot with only 2 daughters after the destruction of the city. In their deception of the impregnation of Lot's daughters by their father. By their father. Bros. Ben, every stream comments about how sexy's Grace looking. Except, of course, when she looks like a greasy pig man and he's brooding. Ben, in many regards, his own words, is a pedophile. And Grace has some sort of whiff about a young child. Tell us more, Lot. Tell us more.
There's fucking 12-year-old fucking kids on streams too.
No.
Yeah.
No. I was not talking about Ben. I was talking about Hollywood in general. No?
Yeah. They like
So
kids.
no offense. No.
Who doesn't like kids? I love kids. I'm a
I
pedophile
hate
in that sense that I love children. Lover of
What?
children. I love children. I'm a
I
pedophile
hate
in
that.
that sense that I love children.
I'm a pedophile in that sense that I love children. I'm a pedophile in that sense that I love children.
Ben, what are you doing?
And
What are
you haven't said like, okay, that's enough. Thanks for protecting me. Now it's my turn to engage in life and
Yeah.
stop acting like a victim.
Ever heard the term treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen, boys?
And all you have to do to
This
stop
is
acting like a
game
victim,
right now.
in my mind,
You're seeing
is
a
tell your mother the
pickup artist
truth
at work.
and never stop telling her the truth. And now that YouTube's part of it, tell YouTube the truth.
Hey, Kino Korner, can you see
Because
this?
otherwise,
Like,
what you're
to
doing
kill
is saying, I
himself.
can't deal with my mother. But what I'm
It's
going to
not
do with my
nice,
life
bro. What are you doing?
is I'm going to
Greatest ally
drive
Israel says,
my father
I'm gonna
crazy
robe.
until he brings this woman back into our lives, who then will drive him crazy until he pushes her away. And then I won't actually respond to this. And then I'll say I'm a victim of everything.
Wait,
Yes.
what? Wait,
Stupid.
whoa. Wait. Ben. Did you say the V word in reference to yourself?
He pushes her away. And then I won't actually respond to this. And then I'll say I'm a victim of everything.
Yes.
And I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it.
That's what I do every
Brooding
time.
is important. Sometimes you got to say, I must be missing something. And in this case, I was missing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was missing that you were doing something to me
Ben's the victim, chap.
that is irrational
Grace and
and
Courtney
can no
all
longer
along.
be tolerated.
Smoke that joint, bro.
Well, I mean, I think I can stop.
It'll make you
I
think
can
about
stop
your
doing
life a
that
lot more clearly.
because I know.
Well,
I
yesterday, your mother, or whatever day the hell it was, I was watching a lingerie stream.
Can't even keep up the days. He doesn't even know what day it is. I guess it's hard to keep track of the days if you can't keep track of your showers.
Yesterday, your mother, or whatever day the hell it was, I was watching a lingerie stream, and I invited your mother to come on so we could talk about, this whole thing in the manosphere. What's a 10? Because I think it's interesting, different lingerie streams.
You invited your ex-wife to come on a stream and look at lingerie with you?
Have different kind of visions of what's a 10. Some are more like meaty, others are more athletic, others are more artsy and fashiony, whatever, right?
This woman's a 10.
And I obviously look at those streams because on one level, it's part of a joke about Horn Maxer, and we're shopping for lingerie for you.
Yeah.
We're on his stream.
Yeah.
Another part of it is I find it relaxing to look at a beautiful woman because I've been
You're looking at a beautiful woman right now, babe. Why aren't you relaxed?
sexually, I don't know what. I've been sexually attacked.
Got sexually attacked? When Grace pegged him? Bros, maybe he is the fucking victim. Maybe I've got it all wrong. That's the face of trauma.
But then I did the same today after the Discord got super crazy. Watched a little bit of a lingerie stream, and
It's not Vickers
you made a crazy
2.0.
comment.
It's
Because
Vickers
why? Why did you do that? Why?
Times 100.
Because
It's
when you
Vickers
watch
times
the
1,000.
lingerie stuff,
It's Vickers times 6
I kind of
million.
feel like
Did
angry
you find
too,
that funny, Ben?
because
Fucking
I'm obsessed
Holocaust
with you
joke,
and I don't
fucking
want you to look at other
cock.
people.
Right.
That's why.
Who
And
do
that's
you want me to
crazy.
look at? Your mother? You? What?
Don't find it funny, Ben? Fucking.
I don't know.
What is wrong with me looking at women who are beautiful? I'm not married to your mother. I don't think anyone can possibly make that argument. And you're my daughter. So, what is the crime? Why can't I choose to look at, instead of whatever, dealing with your
Brucey,
anger, your mother's
Westminster,
anger,
Oxford,
the ways in which you're
Ben Thorp
upset with me for being a man? I'm
versus
fucking
Matt
sick of it.
Vickers for Father of the Year.
There's no good reason. I think
I'll get a book.
I think I have.
And now you're doing what your mother does, which is you agree with me, right?
Well, I think I'm sick in the head. I think I'm sick. I think I'm
You are.
fucked up.
You said you fucking Genevieve.
And
What
I
does that
do
mean?
fucking-
What do I
think
care? What do I care?
I'm obsessed with you. I have a problem, and so is Mom. We both have a problem.
What's your solution? I don't care about your problem. I care about
Because
your
he's a
solution.
real man, GB.
Or else, I think that I should
This is how you
just
should parent
call
your
it on
children,
this whole
boys.
20-year insanity with your mother and the 6 of you, and you'll just have to, find a way. I've spent 5 years in a total hell.
Total hell, bro.
I spent 14 years in pretty much a hell. I've never had. Your mother had.
Imagine going on the internet, a channel that all your children either go on or star because you're a boring, schlubby faggot with no hairs on your chest. And imagine telling that the last 14 years have been hell.
Has never been nice to me once, ever. She's either been a sexual predator before we were married, which was brutal for me because I'm a Catholic and I tried to live my life
Remember when Korner
according to the
confirmed
Catholic
she was
Church
a pedophile?
while teaching Catholic morality. Right? She did a number on that
Yeah,
one,
Catholics never.
but it was nothing
have
compared to
anything
the
do with pedophilia.
utterly incomprehensible hostility I
Man,
faced
you fucked up, man.
once we got married, which was nothing compared to the last 5
messed
years
up,
of
man.
total and absolute psychotic
You fucked.
raid of the past 5 years.
It's messed
So
up, man.
I'm
Yes.
sick of it. I'd like to be able to look at a woman without having someone attack me. I think
Yeah.
I have the right to do whatever I want to do in that realm,
Correct.
while
Boys, you should be able to look
understanding I
at
have
women in
obligations to you
lingerie
guys.
and make your
And I think it's
wife
time to stop blaming me for every
enjoy it.
single thing.
Normalize
occurs.
turning your wives into cucks.
I agree. I think I need to. I mean, I think what happened is I think
Man, you fucked up.
I was alienated, and then
Yeah, I'd like to start seeing more comments like this.
I like to see people super chat say, Brian W for $2. Leave that fat pig bitch. And just look at poor Grace's fat pig face there. Like, look at this. She has an incestuous relationship with him. This man is the center of her universe. And Brian W says, leave the family, Ben. You'd be better without them. And look at Grace's face.
I think yeah.
And then Shaggy, Alive and Well in Israel, suggests maybe you should just start fucking hookers. And Grace says,
I think
I think I might, yeah. Maybe you should fuck hookers, Dad. Nice comment there, Shaggy, you weird cunt.
I don't believe in paying for. Obviously, I don't have to pay for anything.
What do you mean?
I can get one of those lingerie models, but you know. I can get one of those lingerie models. But... I can get one of those lingerie models, but you know. Why shouldn't I if I want to?
I don't know. I think the problem is, Dad, that I was alienated, and then
Why? What if I,
just
you know,
letting
your
them
mother got
just say
divorced
two words and then just cut them
no
off,
problem.
and then just tell them they're fat. They're
But even if
ugly,
she
they're
refuses
dumb,
to get it,
crazy cunts.
why shouldn't I get myself a beautiful woman and say fuck all of you?
He's learned too much from you boys.
I don't know.
Her, she likes me.
Dog a person
You know,
in conversation.
she could cook and clean, and or we can hire Mexicans to do it because we're rich and a successful celebrity couple. Yeah. Why should I not do that?
That is celebrity.
Why would that make
success.
all of you angry at me?
When I think of celebrity success,
because we
I
hate
think
you.
a man with no.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
What? I think a man with no hair on his chest, with a washing machine that he has to blur out the background while he smokes his coke joint.
Why would that make all of you angry at me?
Because we hate you.
That's success, boys. The American dream, it's still alive. In the form of Ben Thorp, aka Abel, aka Lot. Oh no, Bible bros.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. There's nothing objective.
No, because that would prove the great crime that I am guilty of, being a male. So why shouldn't I lean into it and say, yeah, I'm a male.
No,
I like beautiful women who are nice to me. If you think it's a crime, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Go fuck yourselves. All of you, go fuck yourselves.
Wait. Is that to the family? Is that addressed to the family?
Fuck yourselves. If you think I like beautiful women who are nice to me. If you think it's a crime, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Go fuck yourselves. All of you, go fuck yourselves.
You said to his daughter and tangentially his wife, who will no doubt see this, that he's the victim because he needs to look at women in lingerie. If you don't like it, you fucking ruin my life and go fuck with yourselves. Based. Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
you had a chance. You had a chance, right? You all had a chance.
Worse, Brucey.
You said no.
Brucey,
Now,
imagine how much you
fuck off.
hated this family when I first talked about him. And think about how
I was
much
there to be a dad
you
for
know
you.
now. We were just little We were little Thorp and
You weren't interested.
then.
So
But
what
now
am I
we've
doing
been
with my
blown
life?
out more than fucking.
I'm going to save all of you. I'm going to tolerate this insanity that I get. Yesterday, when I asked my son to come down here for a couple of minutes,
He's cleaning his laundry.
and he goes fucking crazy with hostility and won't talk to me today. Why do I have to put up with that? I never did anything to any of you but try to provide for you, protect you, and be a creative force in your life.
That's true. You never did anything. You never did anything. You never did anything wrong. You always took care of us. And you've been offering to be our dads and our dad.
And fuck me.
We've all sided with Mom.
Don't speak, KT.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. The internet can go crazy.
I want this.
Hey, Rini.
Next.
Rini is my beautiful, lovely English schoolgirl friend.
Rini's 16 years of age. Rini is 16 years of age.
Lovely English schoolgirl friend. Okay?
That's not.
Hey, Rini.
That's not a joke. She's 16.
And she's underage.
See?
And I really appreciate her. I think she's a nice girl. I've tried to encourage her to get other her English boarding school girlfriends to watch the show. And I think she's tried, but she's found that they find it a little overwhelming. What do I mean by brood? I mean, I had a stream yesterday, Rini, in which
Grace, you're blown out. You're done. You're done. 20 years old. You're over the hill. He's got some new Discord mate.
did this thing that a lot of people don't understand what I just said.
I keep telling
You know, I'm just not feeling like I get
We're
it.
still nowhere near the worst
And
part.
I don't know what I don't know if I missed something. And
DJ
I'm open to
Thorp.
people commenting and helping me out. But I'm not going to sit here and be a jokester
Yeah, but
and
instead
a
of
character
losing hair
on the
from
internet
his head,
that other
it's hair
people
from his
can be
chest.
entertained by. And if you're bored by it, you can click off. And if you're interested, you can chime in. Okay? Now, according to the lunatics on the internet, I might go to jail for talking to the
No, 'cause
sweet
you're a fake.
little, my sweet little friend Rini.
What?
Little go to jail. To the lunatics on the internet, I might go to jail for talking to the sweet little, my sweet little friend Rini. So go ahead, click off, and report it to all the psychopaths. Hey,
One, if you agree that me naming this stream Ben Thorp confirmed as a groomer, question mark, was not clickbait. You agree with that statement. Press 2 if you think that this was some form of clickbait or hyperbole or shitpost when I said that this man has continued to disgust me more and
see? She sent 4 eyes. That's certainly a criminal activity. And what if she sends me a nude, right? Or some, whatever. That's what they say. Rini, I'm not saying that. But I have engaged in dangerous, illicit conduct. So make a hater video about it and then cry.
You know what? You're
Not
right,
Rini,
Coffee.
not you. What is wrong with
We
that?
do
What is
things
wrong
right,
with my
democracy
having a
and the
16-year-old fan? She likes us because we have a lot of drama, which girls like. And she's also, I think, interested. Maybe she has some interesting family dynamics of her own. And
The guy who has effectively made his daughter his new girlfriend just said this about his 16-year-old internet girlfriend.
we have a lot of drama, which girls like. And she's also, I think, interested. Maybe she has some interesting family dynamics of her own. And I love having females. I'm up to 8% on my analytics of female viewers. 0.4% are user specified. They're neither male nor female, which is interesting. So I guess I'm trying to poon and troon as well, like Uncle Max. But I've got a few gorgeous ladies in the chat. Presley, see, he likes the drop. And I got Lydia. Thank you, ladies, very much. Why don't we hear what they have to say? Maybe one of them will want to come up and talk to me. And I'm sick of everyone. I'm not going to have anyone come up here and attack me today. I'm not doing it. Why don't you attack Grace and her mother and ask them why?
Hear that, boys? He wants you to call in. But not to speak to him, of course. You need to call in to attack his wife and daughter. So just like Lot, after he impregnates them, he can leave them behind and go to the greener pastures that is 16-year-old Reedy.
Let's just say it's true that I've been under a relentless attack for 20 years.
Oh, Ben, this
why they won't
poll's
stop.
not looking good, buddy.
Why don't you put some of my ladies up, Grace, Lydia, Presley.
So again, SO, our schizo theory, you've probably heard it by now, but we keep joking that we shitpost things into reality at the moment. That's just how the world's gotten. The dimensional merge has happened. Fucking Nick Fuentes is like a key political figure now. Like, what's going on, boys? So I called into Hallmax's stream the other day and I told him she needs to get on there and lingerie or get the fuck out. The next day, Ben is watching a lingerie stream with her, trying to pick out the best lingerie for her to wear to go into the Hallmax's stream. I just gotta shut my fucking mouth at this point. We gotta stop typing in this chat, boys, because it's fucking cursed. Ever since I fucking did that Bells of Nevermore fucking spell, shit has gotten fucking
I don't think those are very supportive.
It's got fucking weird.
Nice hair. I don't know. I don't really know what that means. Thank you.
With this hand, the blow was struck.
35 people are watching.
I was trying to explain that to one of my mates, Brucey.
35 people.
I can't remember if you guys know this, but like through a weird roundabout way, I
that'd be a lot of fun.
Channel on Cozy.
Yeah, no, let's tell Rini about it. Rini, there was a huge
fucking think about
manosphere controversy in which a person who used to be a friend of ours, but like whatever, he's one of these losers in the manosphere, named Caduceus, the Vital Message, was accused of flirting with another YouTuber's 17-year-old daughter, niece, who reached out to him.
Yeah.
Because she was watching the stuff that her aunt was doing. She's 17 years old.
Oh, Kazzy,
she contacted him directly. He responded. In a friendly way, but without any kind of sexual innuendos.
Yep.
He claims he wasn't flirting, but who fucking cares if he was?
I was saying, I got offered a fucking.
If I tell a 5-year-old girl,
imagine if the next Kino Korner on Cozy
pretty. Is that flirting with an underage?
Featuring
Does that make me a pedophile?
And our Westminster Oxford Yay.
Of course, that's what I'm going to say to a 5-year-old girl, even if she's a fat loser, ugly fat loser. I'm going to say, don't
There's nothing
today.
There's nothing wrong with flirting with a 17-year-old girl, and he didn't even say he was flirting with her. But if he was, it's utterly ridiculous.
Flirting? What is the definition of flirting? Every time I see a woman, I tell her something nice about how she looks. That's how you speak to women.
Yeah,
they like it. I'm always,
hey babe.
It's my way of saying to God, I appreciate females.
Yeah, Hedgehog Man dropping the fucking
Rainy doesn't agree.
truth.
Rainy, seriously, come on. You're 16. If you were 17,
I told you I wasn't fucking joking. She's 16. And now she's like, this is getting weird. And meanwhile, all the quote women that love him in chat are in there just being like, Ben, you are so gross. Presley says, you're often inappropriate and lack boundaries, Ben. Hashtag facts. Domina, would you agree that Ben, and not me, is inappropriate and lacks boundaries? Hashtag facts.
Well, she doesn't, Grace. She doesn't know. She doesn't know what the context is. Isn't that what she's saying?
she says, yeah, there's a difference just between a compliment and flirting, in my opinion.
Yeah, what's the difference?
I think
There's
it's
a little sexual innuendo. Is that right?
What?
not necessarily to flirt.
Yeah, there is. There is a little bit.
So he said, what is flirting? What is it? Saying nice things to a woman? Oh, you know, I say nice things to a woman all the time when I meet them. There's a bit of sexual innuendo. To children? 5-year-old girls at a beauty pageant? Man, just fucking shut your mouth, cunt.
I mean, obviously, you're the way I would talk to a 16-year-old girl would be different than how I would talk to a 5-year-old girl. Would be different how I would talk to a
What, you'd lay it on a bit
45-year-old
thicker for the
divorced woman.
5-year-old girl?
Yeah. Brini says, no, I don't know the situation, so me, I don't know about all this. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So don't be
Stop
crazy
it.
and paranoid, Grace.
Fucking
And
stop
assume that reading is saying, I don't want to associate with this immoral
GB,
activity.
I
She's
just
just
don't
being a
know
normal
anymore.
person.
I
Becky
don't know if
says
it's
body
act.
language, etc. is the difference.
I don't know if it's a troll.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know
this
if
is the
it's
thing we're doing now.
attention.
We're doing
I don't know if
so
they're
Joe Biden,
retarded. I don't know if
is
they're
he maybe have
feds.
like a weird
I have
way
no
of dealing
fucking
with
idea
kids
at this point.
where he smells their hair and he doesn't really know how to.
Maybe all of the above.
Like he doesn't know about boundaries and he hugs them too much. Yeah.
Maybe this is
Does that make him a
JMK
pedophile?
Ultra 2022.
It does not.
Maybe.
Andrew-
Have you guys ever seen The Signal? The Signal's like a very cool quasi, kind of like a zombie movie. Watch The Signal. It's very sad that The Signal doesn't get the love that it should. It's fucked. But basically, there's a fucking signal that goes out on the TV. Oh, not that one. This one, 2007. Goes out on the TV, goes out on people's phones, goes out on the radio, and just a portion of the populace lose their mind. The new JMK Ultra is getting a fucking screen in every family member's hands and making them watch YouTube. And this is how they turn out.
Cuomo. Yeah.
And
But
look
how
at
do you
this.
objectively determine?
This was the point. Look at chat right now. Because I just, you might have seen me just the whole time just yelling, what? I'm just speechless. Even me, fucking speechless in the chat right now. And Tender goes, I feel another stream coming, Euros.
Whether someone, I mean, I flirt with
I rolled my
girls all the
sleeves
time.
up. Wait, what? Wait, what did he say?
There's someone, I mean, I flirt with girls all the time. And I do become somewhat, can you get the,
Yeah.
okay. I say, like, I think you need some,
Yeah, chat. It's a login time. I think I skipped over a crucial detail as well, but did he just give a defense of Joe Biden?
Andrew Cuomo, pedophile. He doesn't know about boundaries and he hugs them too much. Yeah. Does that make him a pedophile? It does not.
This guy defends George Pell and Joe Biden and Andrew Cuomo. Fuck, next he'll be pulling Shaggy and defending Prince Charles. Oh no, Prince Andrew? I don't care, they're all fucking pedophiles.
Andrew
to me.
Cuomo. Yeah. But how do you objectively determine whether someone, I mean, I flirt with girls all the time.
Stop saying
and
that.
I do become somewhat. Can you get the?
Yeah.
Okay. I say, like, I think you need some daddy tonight where you live, and I'll make it over there.
Right.
It's
What?
an internet relationship.
Right.
I make it overtly with women, not with Rini, of course. But how do I know who Rini is until she, you know what I mean? I could have not known who Rini was, except that I know her. And I could have said something that was a little bit forward towards her. So what? It's the internet.
Well,
how do I, unless she tells me I'm 16 years old, then I modify it. But that's because I don't.
Dave Walsh, I
believe
think
in,
I saw you in the chat as well.
I
I remember you saying something else.
Treat a
very
16-year-old girl as a 16-year-old girl should be treated.
Like, come on,
which was
bro.
with a presumption of innocence.
Defending Biden?
Now, a
Come on, bro.
45-year-old divorced woman who I've been online with, I am not going to treat with a presumption of sexual innocence.
Right.
So I might ask her whether the guy on our stream makes her wet because he doesn't have emotional right. And she says, no, it's a desert down there.
Right.
Okay. And you're
Stop talking about vaginal secretion around your daughter.
You're allowed to witness that, Grace, because I think that sort of language is the language that may have shocked you when you were how old? 9? 10?
Yeah, right.
I mean, you were looking at
Gonna break
pornography apparently
something.
when you were like 9 and 10 years old.
I'm
Is
gonna
that
Yeah.
correct?
smash him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Shoot
I
a
mean-
screen or something.
Okay, if I didn't know you, I would presume innocence. But I mean, how long are we just going to live in a
was fucking
fantasy
losing
land
my
that we're in
mind.
Victorian England?
Yeah, it's
It's even
ridiculous.
worse
It's fine.
fucking listening back to
Yeah,
it.
whatever. I mean, I'm sexually uptight, but I think it's fine objectively.
Well, I mean, if I use the word pussy around you,
Oh,
you're 20
don't.
years old.
No.
Yeah.
Not shocking to you.
And
No,
it should
no.
Uncle
be.
Hormaxer or
Don't call him
Raza
Uncle
says, Grace, I'd
Hormaxer.
like you to take your top off.
Don't
see
acknowledge
those numbers.
Razabass asking to see your daughter's
I don't really
tits.
think. Now, that may not be true if Rini was here
Yeah, sure.
on stream, but I mean, I don't think that's shocking to you.
No, it's not.
If your
It's
sister
not
Maggie was on here and someone said that, I would say you're out of here until you apologize.
Yeah, right.
Inappropriate. Although she's probably, I guarantee she's heard those words, but I mean, I don't think it's appropriate at her age. for
No,
a
it was
grown
Ben
person to
Sword,
do that
Domino.
to a girl her age. You, I don't think it matters. I think
No,
that-
no, no.
If you don't want to deal with it, then leave. Don't co-stream with me.
It doesn't. It
Girl,
doesn't.
you've been accused of every sexual crime under the sun, as have I. You've been threatened with every sexual crime under the sun,
They
as
have
have I.
minors in their server
I don't-
chat.
You know, whatever. It's over, right?
They have
what more
minors
can
in
we be
their
accused
server
of? I was
chat.
accused of raping you in the asshole repeatedly.
Wait, what?
That's it. That's all you got, right? No more sexual accusations. You got it. You guys did it. Thank you very much. We're done. It's like Kanye. We're done.
Yep.
I've heard it all. Was a little shocking. Was a little crazy. And,
My dad
you
had
know,
a
my response
fucking
was
black
not
sense
to
of humor,
respond
bro.
to every
He's
allegation by telling everyone my personal
Not in this context. Nobody
sexual
speaks
habits,
in this
nor yours,
context.
nor you yours.
Nope. Nope.
I don't even ask you those questions. I don't want to know if you look at pornography. I don't.
What the frick,
Not my
Gowdy?
problem. When you're
That's
20 years
disgusting.
old, whatever you do is on you. And if you get pregnant, that's on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. If you have a boyfriend, how you decide to negotiate that is on you.
What?
And if you
Euros
don't
wants
have a
to come
boyfriend and you hit the wall
Who?
when you're 35, I don't.
Wait. What did she say?
And if you
Euros
don't have
wants
a
to come
boyfriend and you hit.
Now, boys, it's getting late here. It's getting late here. But you boys want to listen to some A-logging? You boys ready?
for Euros v Thorp, round 2. Yeah, boys. I'm not just a passive observer. I'm an active participant. And as I said, it's time to roll up those sleeves, boys. 'Cause it's A-logging time.
The wall when you're 35? I don't know what to tell you. What is it?
Euros wants to come on.
Oh, God, this guy.
I don't know.
So again, they're like, oh, yeah, he can be content. He can be content. Boys, girls, Thorps. I'm surprised you aren't here. Whenever I speak your name, you get summoned, but I think you've learned your lesson now. I think you fucking learned your lesson now. And I would yell it at the top of my lungs if Mrs. Euros wasn't in bed by now. But it's time, chat, to get him out of here! And what the people sometimes don't recognise about a good old-fashioned Westminster Oxford is that it's not always about who wins and who loses. But it's about what gets said and who hears it. That, my friends, is a good old-fashioned slobber knocker.
Go ahead. Kino Korner.
Ben,
Euros up.
Ben, what are you doing?
Right now, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I was on a stream with David Walsh. You know who he is?
There he is.
No, what are you doing now? I'm not asking what you did before this stream. What are you doing now? This second?
I'm trying to figure something out in my life.
Ben, you've just talked about how you like to flirt with underage children, how you showed porn to Grace when she was 9 years old, how you want her to dress up in lingerie for you. She gets jealous.
This is not Kino Korner.
Because you're looking at other women, and she's getting jealous because you're looking at other women. You're talking about how you've hated your family for the last 14 years, and your last 14 years of your life have been miserable. Ben, what are you doing? Grace, can you do me a favour while he thinks about his response? Can you pull up your channel and the views over the last week and show how they've been bombing?
Yeah, they have been going down.
No, don't pull them up. I agree.
Don't pull them up!
Pull them up.
No, you're not.
You're done!
You can't even cam up.
People are sick of your fucking bullshit,
so you don't run the channel.
Okay, do you want me to cam up and tell everybody how I gave porn to my child at 8 years old and how I want her to go out there and get her ass
that doesn't sound very good.
And put lingerie on? Why would I do that, Ben? I have a semblance of.
I don't know why you would do that. Did you do those things to your child when she was 8 years old? Do you even have a child? Are you capable of reproduction?
Yes, I am, Ben.
So
are you capable of raising the children that you reproduce, or are you just capable of
I don't
sexually
want you to
assaulting
tell me about the sexual sins that you have
What are you
done.
doing? Ben, what are you doing? What is this stream? This is disgusting. Are you about to kill yourself?
Come up,
Ben?
nigga!
Is this your final will and testament to tell everybody how you sexually abuse your family? This is disgusting, Ben.
Right. I don't get it.
Showered? When was the last time you showered, Ben? You look like shit.
I think I look great.
No, you look like shit. When was the last time you showered?
What is your point?
Give me a time frame. When was the last time you showered?
I think a couple of days ago I cleaned myself up, but it wasn't a full shower.
What?
I think a couple of days ago I cleaned myself up, but it wasn't a full shower.
When was the last time you had?
This man has been so fucking buck broken since I did a stream on him. He got kicked out of his house. His son called the cops on him. his daughter has come out and confirmed to everybody that he's a pedophile. He hasn't washed. He's made her dance for Razabas while she shoves a banana down her throat. He's smoking at least fucking a quarter of an ounce a day. Ben, you don't fuck with the wrong A-logs. And you can't dig it, sucker.
Can you dig it, sucker? Had a full shower.
Well, to be honest with you, the last time I had a full shower is after I fucked your mother up the ass.
Cool mother joke.
But I had to clean myself off. Just an hour ago. Just an hour ago.
No, you said you haven't had a shower, and you said you were just on Ben Walsh's stream an hour ago, so we know you're lying now. Ben, when was the last time you had a proper shower?
Right before then, so I'm sorry, and that was an hour and a half ago.
Grace, when was the last time you had a shower?
What's more...
I don't know what to tell you.
What's more embarrassing? Making a Reddit Tim your mother joke, or having to admit to your audience of fucking 20 people, half of them A-logs, that you haven't washed properly for over 48 hours? Keep smoking that joint, buddy.
You don't know the last time you had a shower?
I guess not.
She doesn't even know when she showered.
No, you both look.
You guys didn't wash, bro.
Right now.
Well, you look great.
Thanks, man. Ben,
see?
What is this stream?
See? It's all those years of being fucking abused.
Thanks, man. Ben.
She knows who the father of the family is now, Ben.
What is this stream? Why are you doing this stream?
Trying to sort through something. If you'd
what
like
are you
to
trying
help.
to sort through, Ben?
All right. I'm trying to sort through whether I'm in a situation in which I'm tolerating abuse and
Abuse
a way
from who, Ben?
that I need to cut loose from.
Abuse from who, Ben?
He's getting abused by the people that he called fat, greasy pig men.
Grace and her mother.
Why are they abusing you?
Why are they?
Well, how are they?
Yeah,
they don't want to. They don't want to deal. Why is because they don't want to deal with their own issues.
How
are they abusing me? Attacking me constantly for being male.
Ben, you yell at Grace all the time. You yell at Courtney all the time. Is that not attacking them?
No.
So when they yell at you, it's attacking you, but when you yell at them, it's fine.
They don't generally attack me by yelling at me. What they do is they.
But what about when you raise your voice online?
I need to. If you can talk, and then I talk. That's how we do it. That's how men talk.
Ben, you're not a man. You're an unwashed, disgusting pedophile.
Says a loser. Says a loser who doesn't even cam up or even bother to make an avatar, and who makes stupid jokes.
Ben, having my face on screen is probably the worst idea that I could ever make. Especially when I'm joining a call with a pedophile and he's unwashed.
I could imagine that you're not a very attractive guy. So that may be true. You might be more of a radio type of guy, looks-wise.
It's true, boys. It's true. I could never be a sexy boy.
Ben, you haven't washed. When you wash next, look in the mirror and then tell me how you think you look. Ben, let's get back to the topic of how your family.
What kind of a man doesn't cam up and use his name?
What kind of a man who hasn't washed for at least a week now gets on stream and cries because he's being attacked by the daughter because he's looking at other people in lingerie and she's getting jealous because she wants him to look at her in lingerie?
Well, I don't know about that, man.
What kind of man's that? No, you are crying right now, Ben. We can see the tears.
I'm not crying. Yeah,
Ben,
well, if I was crying, you can see the tears.
Before they changed the name of the stream, it was literally called a brood stream. He was brooding.
But your little bitch tears are hidden behind your avatar, right? Because you're a little bitch boy.
We can see the tears. They're coming down your face and they're getting caught in the mustache where the cum drops are. Ben,
By the way, I
gonna...
do love your
so
picture.
What's gonna
that
come?
you used as thumbnail.
Ben, what's going to come first? What's going to come first? The shower, the rope, or the disavow of the last 14 years of your family that's been a living hell for you?
Well,
which is going to come first?
Right about saying that those are things.
I've got a cue, cowboy.
Those are the three
I've got a
options
cue.
you have in front of you right now: shower, rope, or disavow and walk away from the family that you hate and has made your life a living hell for the last 14 years.
Yeah, the last one I agree. It's that, or stay in this and try to make some sense of this dysfunction.
I guess showering's not really an option for you. Okay, what about roping? Have you considered roping?
Have you considered it, Ben?
No.
Why not?
I'm not a little baby like you.
No, you
I
are
love
right
my
now,
heavenly
because
Father.
fired
He
up a
created
stream.
me.
You fired up a stream that you're being attacked by your wife and daughter, and you're crying right now. So you are
A baby like you, a
Are
baby
you gonna
like
rope
you, a baby like you would consider suicide because you're a baby.
No, I love my
don't
life. I don't
consider
go on the
suicide.
internet, fire up streams and telling everybody how my last 14 years have been a living hell with my wife and my family. I actually love my life. Ben, are you going to rope? Or are you
Well,
gonna...
base life enjoyer versus fucking virgin life hater.
Walk away.
But you're the type of person
rope
who thinks that if you have hard time in life, you would have to be considering suicide.
No,
That's
I just
why
if
you're
I
a
was
loser.
you,
That's why you're a loser. That's
Hard
why you
times are
don't
easy to
cam
get
up.
through, Ben.
That's why you don't
Ben-
use your name.
Ben, hard times are easy to get through. You just have to
No,
work
they are
through
not.
it. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to take whatever mistakes you have made, learn from them, so you don't make them again, and you improve your life going forward. Ben,
I agree.
when I look at your life, it is a complete shambles. You refuse to learn from any of the mistakes you have. You externalize all your problems onto your daughter and your wife, the daughter that you raised, the wife that you decide to marry, and all you do here is cry. And everybody is embarrassed for you, Ben. Ben, you have nothing to live for. If you walked away from
That's
the
not
family
true.
that you hate and the family that hates you, where would you walk to, Ben? You've got no career. You've got a dying YouTube channel that the people only watch to watch you. Like, they thought you were
I
going
got
to rope
37
today.
people watching me right now.
They thought you were going to rope. You know, you're disappointing the audience. We thought this was going to...
Ben, in other words, we've done an assessment. The A-logs have done an assessment of your life. And you know what, Ben? You have been graded as a D for degenerate.
going to be a
It's
rope
not
stream.
true.
So
People
no,
really
it
love
is true
me. They really
because the
care
last
about me
week you
and
just
my
admitted
family.
that the last week your channel's been dying, but as soon as you threaten to rope, everybody tunes in. What does that
Well,
say
then
about you, Ben? So
I
Ben,
didn't threaten to
the
rope.
only option
You
you
were the
have
one
is
who-
either roping,
You're a baby.
or walking away from the life that you hate into a life of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, right. Nothing, right. I've made no plans
Yeah,
because
you got
I'm
no
a man.
plans.
I make no plans about how I'm going to
Your plan is to fire up a
walk
stream
away.
and cry about how much your wife and your daughter's been mean to you.
Right now, I'm trying to sort it out.
Last
Yeah.
2 months. No, you're not trying to sort it out. You're externalizing your problems, Ben. You're not taking accountability. For
Oh, what did Australian retard read a psychobabble book? Next, you're going to say
No,
you
no.
protect your problems. You're gaslighting like all these other morons.
No, you're externalizing them because you're a loser and you want to blame it all on your 20-year-old
Why am I
daughter.
externalizing?
Yeah,
If
unwashed.
You're
your
saying it's
unwashed
impossible
20-year-old
that she
daughter
does
who's
do
a
this to me?
retard.
You're saying it's
Sorry?
impossible that other people attack you? You're saying that doesn't happen in life?
I'm saying it's impossible if you're a secure man to get critique from your 20-year-old unwashed slattern daughter who falls asleep on the
Doesn't
bathroom and is
critique me.
crazy,
He doesn't critique me.
and then turn
I don't
around and
critique
think that's
him.
justification for
Shut up,
firing
Grace. Nobody
crying
asked
and
you.
saying I'm the victim. I'm
He
the
doesn't
victim.
critique. Not a
Even though
problem
this
with
was my
critique.
idea.
Obviously, I can
Oh,
take
man.
Boys. Not only is this man repulsive to hear, what's going on there, Ben? Is that your tits? Is that shirt so fucking misshapen that you just squashed your fucking double D cups? out? Like, what's going on there, buddy? Do you know who you're talking to, Ben?
That fat Ben, you got to do some lap exercises, bro. Can you just scratch your shoulder again? Can you do that again? Put your left. What is that? Your left shoulder. Put your left shoulder over your right shoulder.
This isn't
Put your
only
left hand. Just do that again.
Money to have me
Could you do that
your-
again? I want to
what
see
you
that fat
need to
pocket
do.
that just came out of where a man's lat should be. Can you just do that again? Put
This
your
isn't
left.
OnlyFans.
Put your
This
left
isn't
hand.
OnlyFans.
Put your left hand over your right shoulder, Ben. Just put your left hand over your right shoulder for me.
See, your mother does this stuff. She wants to boss me
Ben.
around.
He still doesn't understand. The funniest thing about these retards, although, you know, in all fairness, they're smart in a way because they're using me for content, right? But they don't understand that, again, I'm not there for a, quote, good faith debate. Ben, I'm there to shitpost on you, cunt. I'm there to ruin your fucking stream. I yelled repent at Deadman in a Mexican accent for an hour. Ben, I was forged in the depths of PvP's chat. I don't think you realise how fucking autistic we are and how committed we can be to fucking derail your shit. Ben, you should have learned when I came on your wife's face that I wasn't a, quote, good faith interlocutor.
And I tell her, look, I'm here to be the boss. She cries about what a loser
Ben,
you
mother's joke
and then
don't work when,
you know,
when
it ends
your
up
wife
in
is
a
out there with her
ocean of
giant
blood
hands.
and
Ben,
feces.
put your left hand.
And then
over
I
your
take my
right
shower.
shoulder. I want to see how poorly this shirt fits that little fat titty that came out the side there. Just do it once, and we'll move on. We don't have to stick on this point.
Just once.
Just do it once again. Put the
We'll
left
move
hand.
on when I feel like moving on. I can
Put
keep
the
you
left
right
hand.
now.
I will scream
put your left
repent at
hand
you for
over
an
your
hour.
right shoulder.
I'm here
again.
for the audience, not for you.
The audience wants to see how badly this shirt
Those
that
are
you
they're
haven't
fucking
washed for at least 2
Abby
years
Shapiro fucking size.
is fitting on you. So can you put your left hand over your right shoulder again? Just do it. Just quick. Just do it again. Can you just do it again? Ben, put Ben.
TikTok, Ben.
It's not very
Put
funny.
your left Put your left hand.
He's
See
gonna
your
start
left hand. Get your left hand.
Look, buddy,
and put it over your right
I have a
shoulder.
good relationship with you, but you're not going to get anywhere.
No, you don't,
have a
faggot.
relationship. You're a fucking piece of shit, and I just come
You're
on the
obsessed
internet
with
to
me.
laugh at you.
You're obsessed with
I'm
me, and I
obsessed
find
with
that, yeah.
I'm
You
obsessed
use
with
me as
you?
your thumbnail. You've done 4 streams about me.
Yeah,
I find it very
Can you,
affectionate.
can you take that left hand? Okay, no, you're always doing it. We always saw the tit come out the shirt. Ben, just do it one more time. Get your left hand. No, that's the right hand that you got your joint that you're coping with in your mouth. Get your left hand.
He always
and put
has
it
to
over your
smoke.
right
He's
shoulder.
weak whenever he's talking to me.
No, oh, but no, we can see the tit coming out. Wait, chat. Look at the tit now. Look at the. Oh no.
Correct, Brucey, and they don't realise that I'm willing to go
away.
as far as required.
But look, the
He's
fat
really
little tit
great. This is called
came out of the
investing
shirt.
hard in a payoff.
Ben,
He's not going to
Ben,
get the payoff, and we're going to have to.
Ben, take
Dude,
the
I
left
pull
hand.
out.
No,
Abort
Ben,
mission.
Ben.
Abort mission.
Abort mission, it's over.
Abort
Ben,
mission.
It's over.
You're not going to be able to pull it out.
Ben,
You're like
bro.
Michael Richards with the N-word joke.
What,
You
nigger?
gotta pull out.
What,
pull
when
out.
he called everybody a nigger? When he said, you're a nigger, you're a nigger, you're a nigger. Look at him,
All
he's a
right, go ahead,
nigger.
kick him,
He's a
kick him.
nigger.
We're
Look
not
at him.
doing
Bye-bye. Fuck off.
That's the internet for you, folks.
Grace, what did I say? When you want me on a stream, it doesn't end well for you, Grace, with your fat little pig hoof. We love you, Kino Korner. Always becomes.
Off.
That's the internet for you, folks.
Okay, pedo. Now, boys, believe it or not, that's not the last engagement with the stream.
Great job. That's one way to give up on a joke. Just start screaming the N-word. Okay.
Yeah, so now we have to edit that out.
You made the
I don't
reference.
think we have to edit that out.
I don't think so.
Anyone else want
Looks
to come
like
up here
they
and
got
embarrass
up
yourself
with
'cause you can't pull a
the
joke off?
Seeker Luther
I try
defense
to be
there,
nice.
boys.
I try to tell them, you know,
Yep.
I want a good relationship. End up screaming profanities. Kanye's already got it. You guys can't do that anymore.
How it makes sense, like, if I'm not through it, to keep, like, you know, to get through it. I don't think it's going to be like a forever
Corny
thing.
makes an appearance though to
In the
get yelled at
meantime,
for a while.
I don't see how it makes sense for us to interact and you know, you could say like, well, you know, you'll never get through it, but I think I will.
All right, Hormaxer wants to come on. He says just a minute, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Hormaxer.
Hey.
Hey, Courtney, how are you, baby?
Oh, this fucking guy. Bye. Okay.
This fucking
I should know, 'cause, you know,
guy.
he said in the private chat, "Fuck you, Grace. I'm never come on my stream again." Uncle Max would never say.
This fucking guy.
Okay. I mean, I'm imploding my relationship with Dad.
Look at this fucking
And you like
guy.
watching me do that.
Oh, chat. Now, would you believe me? Would you fucking believe me if I told you that they actually let me back on a third time? But boys, to be honest, I don't know if I want to listen to it. I think I might leave it all up to you guys to do so. But, like, see, I've already come on and fucking nigger bombed your stream. Well, no, again, it wasn't an intentional bomb, but you said Michael Richards, you referenced the bit, so I finished it for you, Ben. Set up and payoff. And then I come back on and sleaze onto your mum. So you boys already know it. You guys already know at this point. If you smell what I'm cooking. Why would you let me on a third time? Why would you let me on a third time when someone else is there and it's just us two to talk? Why would you let your 16-year-old girlfriend back?
Who gave her friend that?
Who's there, box or wine? Jerome, why don't you just come on, bro? Oh, alright, now I'm killing it. Alright, Hormax would say something so it's not gonna fucking
Hey,
go
did you
down.
hear before how Grace said she was showing porn at 9 years of age?
Well, she said she's seen porn at 9 years of age. I don't think she was showing it.
Who showed it to her?
Well, I think kids just find these things on the internet, I suppose.
But she was only 9. She wouldn't have been given an iPhone or something like that without parental locks on it or checks. Why did they give a unlocked device so they could Grace search porn at 9 years of age? Why did Ben give that to her?
Well, to be honest, she could have gone to a friend's house and they showed it to her or something. I don't know.
No, she was homeschooled. She didn't have any friends. Her friends were her family. It was Ben who gave her it.
Well, I'm sure you can still. I didn't they go to activities or something?
See, it almost sounds like a good faith conversation.
Something like that.
When they showed activities where people just show minors porn?
No, but obviously not, man.
So she accessed 9 years at the age of 9. She accesses porn, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear Ben talk about before how he likes this Weenie girl who's 16 years of age in his chat, and he's really happy that she's in there? And he would talk to a 5-year-old about being sexy while on at a beauty pageant, but then he
good faith
would talk to a 16-year-old a bit differently than that 5-year-old. Did you hear that before?
Well, he was talking about 5-year-olds and 16-year-olds and 45-year-olds, saying how he's different from complimenting and flirting or something like that. Yeah, he did say something like that.
But he showed his 9-year-old daughter porn, and he buys lingerie for her at the age of 20.
Yeah, but like,
and Grace,
that's his son.
Grace said that she's jealous of Ben when he looks at other women.
Yeah, no, that was weird. Yeah, that is weird. She said that.
So it continues, boys and girls, for quite some time. They give me unfettered access to fucking just call Ben a pedo the whole time. You fucking idiots. You fucking retards. So, as I said before, chat, I have no idea what these people are. They could be skinwalkers, feds, fucking vampires, retards, fucking Mormons. Like, I just don't know. Nobody can be this retarded without an agenda. Or maybe we're meeting the world's most retarded family. They look normal, they kind of sound normal, but then once they talk enough and enough, just like yours truly, suddenly it's all gobbledygook. I don't know. But what I do know is...
I love children. I'm a pedophile in that sense that I love children.
I'm a pedophile in that sense that I love children. I'm a pedophile in that sense that I love children.
And with that, chat, I'd like to thank you all coming along for a good old A-Loggin stream. A cooked report for the most cooked of cunts. We'll be back Thursday night, most likely. Most likely. I don't know. I think we need to wash the palate. I think we need a Sam palate cleanser. I don't know. Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can hear me every time I go live. And comment down below. What would you see me do next on the Kino Corner? Or just delete it. Thank you. Anyway, Cowboy's been hounding us to watch this for a while. So, Cowboy, if it's good, you get a wrench. And if it's bad, you're done. Nice knowing you, buddy. Take it easy.